CBS News.
It's Saturday, baby.
All right, everyone. We're back with another episode of Saturday Night Sellswords. This week we're alive. Yeah, that's important.
We're alive.
We're all alive.
Yeah. To recap, last session we finished the Temple of Ra.
Yeah.
In a very odd place.
A very odd place.
This is a silly place.
We found an ancient sarcophagus. We found somebody inside. We asked that thing some questions, and it slowly disintegrated, leaving behind a
$70,000 sword.
No.
Exactly.
Potentially. We could get more. As well as a lot of information.
Oh, I don't use gold. I use doll hair.
As any good demigod revealing on his deathbed.
There's a
Literally.
good keen Kapash.
Yeah.
That nobody will let me do
That
that.
you're a knife master, right?
Yeah, too bad I'm a knife master.
Bruce.
Just get it melted down into 2 daggers.
Or shrink item, so now it's like a knife.
I mean, you're not
Or-
wrong.
Or you could start using big boy weapons.
I'll look into this.
I will
Alright.
teach you to use the sword, young Alec.
So let's focus. So
Yes.
you guys wanted to make your way to Canton Light.
Yes.
Yes.
And use a ferry to get down to Freeport and Bard's Gate to
For stuff and things.
southern things. And then return back to Kenton Light to continue our journey north.
Hey guys, I left my keys in Glavier, so we might need to make a stop.
We can make more. Let's
I-
just keep going.
Don't want to go to Glenview.
You have the keys to my horse?
Oh, or we can jump start it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be fine.
As long as it's not a push start, you're good to go.
But yeah, I think we collect our things, bid our former employer a safe trip home. And,
I don't technically think that he's your employer because he's
oh,
not paying.
we took on his job. He didn't really. Whatever we found was ours to keep.
Yeah.
Didn't he pay us like a one-time 100 gold?
No,
Nope.
That was
He paid us.
paid in bait,
We,
basically.
we basically, he basically owes us a favor, and we will be calling back that favor.
Wait, somebody owes us a favor?
We don't owe somebody else.
The
a favor.
archaeologist. Yeah, that's it. That's
Okay. His name is Bradley. If he disappears,
But yeah,
all debts are paid.
Why do you hate
Are you going on a crusade for Bradley's?
in death?
Just one, not all of them.
He's just a hardworking man trying to feed his family.
And you never know when you're gonna make a deal with Ovo Nova.
And need a couple extra skulls laying around.
Exactly. Basically,
Okay, so
Bradley
last
will
time
become
on the
my
table,
one-way
those
ticket to
people jumped
midnight.
down my
Yeah.
throat.
So you bid him farewell,
yes,
and then you head back to the road.
yes.
Follow the road east to Canton.
Is it?
Onward,
Northeast?
Canton
Is it a brick road?
No.
You
Is it
failed.
all
Didn't we
silent?
just
We
ask
literally
him-
just had this conversation.
Sorry, I apologize. I thought I turned it off. But
Hold on. Take that. Put that right on your head.
Is that the one
That
job?
was the one
That was-
fucking job.
Hold
crap.
on.
That's the one job that.
Yeah, then we don't lose it. Jackass.
I apologize.
Next time you do that, I'm taking an inch off your beard.
But yes, we hitch up, we get to the trail, we start heading northeast towards Canton Light.
Yep.
So just so you guys remember,
Canton Light
right here.
goes
I believe
down
it was
smooth.
a few days ago up there.
Yeah. About a couple days.
On the first night, I'll take the first watch.
Okay.
As I'm sitting there at the campfire, I'm gonna pull out my last vial of cleric's blood I picked up from one of the other ones and mix in some stuff, and
I'm gonna just lay
Take a
here
toast.
and heal.
I have sharp. Make it easier on you for blood transcription.
Okay.
To learn to spell.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did the same
He's
thing.
drinking clerics.
It's on there.
You didn't see that? You're asleep.
No,
You're
I would have done this on my own personal time.
I know.
It's 24
This
hours.
is his person.
We have the
He's
blood's only
my
good for 24 hours, so I gotta knock this out.
Yeah.
Dude, you're traveling with 7 people and we're camping. We should
And
have
that's what he
personal time
drinks
other
in
than
his
this.
drinks. Doesn't sleep very well.
I would have done it
Very
before I
well.
went to sleep. When nobody's looking.
He is doing it before he goes to sleep.
Yeah, I'm just,
everyone's like,
I'm just
doing it.
mixing my normal stuff. I just
Oh, so
happen
you're
to
doing
have
the
one
same
vial of blood
Yeah,
at the
but
same
nobody's
time.
looking and nobody's asleep.
I love how you just carry vials.
Mine is him.
So on your
He's not
chart, you're saying that
redeemable.
an X indicates that it's shared by alchemist and
Yes. Those are all
indicated
spells
classes.
and alchemists that are shared by those particular spellcasters.
All right, cool. You learn Barkskin.
Cool. That's a good spell to have for a spellcaster.
Yes, but
Except
you
I
see-
have the
Be
same list for
effective for
wizard.
Van.
Want it? Are you good?
Yeah.
Van, what would happen if you
Do
use
you want to
bark
just
skin?
pick one?
No.
You
pick
become
We'll
a
find
tree.
out.
You
I'll
will
do it for you
become
later.
less
I
hard.
am scientifically interested to find out what would happen if Van used bark skin.
I
It'd
think
be
that's why
an
you
interesting experiment. I'd also, before going to bed, I'd pull up Alec. Wake him up before the end of my first watch.
Okay.
Hey, you were sleeping. Did you dream?
I don't have a dream. I didn't have a
So, Alec, that barrier kept you out of the room.
What?
You know what that barrier was, right?
I have no idea.
Now the
It
real
keeps
question
out
is, how
entities
do
that
you
are
do
considered
this?
evil by the gods.
How did you figure that
You
out?
have a rope?
I know a thing or two about spells. And I had a low resistance getting in, but otherwise, no problem. What's going on with you?
I have no idea.
What do you mean you don't know?
I really have no idea. Like, the day we met, I had no idea. I don't remember a thing.
You don't remember anything.
I've had a couple dreams, and,
Well, I mean, technically, I have to. 'Cause
He hasn't lied yet.
so 16.
yeah, I mean,
See,
I really
it's that
technically haven't
last
had yet.
word in that sentence.
So you don't remember who you are?
No. I think I was someone special.
You're always special.
I 100% believe Steve is someone special.
I believe I am
Because
too.
I do recall when we first started our journey, you were very quick to be decisive.
That's right.
And I mean, I have nothing against it. I don't care. I understand. Cut out loose ends. But our sleeping cleric friend was a little disturbed on that. He's generally a more good fellow there. You realize that that path isn't always the best, right?
Okay.
So if I couldn't go past that, you're saying that I'm evil. Just
You're
be-
considered evil by the gods.
I don't even know what I've done.
Alright, I cast the spell. I cast sending to Alec. I'm gonna get alright. In my best spider
They're awake, I
impersonation.
guess.
Tell him
He just doesn't
you
listen all
couldn't
the time.
you couldn't pass because you're not of the spider brethren blood.
That's also draconic.
Do I know that it's him? Because
You-
it's his
you know
voice.
it's
It's his
draconic.
voice.
You know
and
it's
all
him
that.
because he's in draconic and he ended it with cobalt.
Come on. That's true. Come on.
And then you hear laughing from his tent.
Yeah. Do we have tents? I thought we just had bedroll on the ground.
After you spot a tent.
I have a
like,
masterwork bedroll because I like to get my hit
But-
points back faster.
Look, I get it. I don't agree with the gods. I mean, they consider an undead skeleton walking around evil. It's just a
Because it is.
construct. It has no moral. It just does it follows instructions.
It's literally made of evil.
Doesn't matter.
I
It's
would
just
say
a
it's
construct
literally
that follows
made of
I would like to
instructions.
say Granger is
It's
slightly rolling to
basically
sleep.
a robot.
Powered by evil.
Undead.
Apparently, the gods are with us now.
Your beard is twitching.
You can ask the questions you want.
Like,
My
it's
beard
literally
starts to
just
tingling.
an evil robot. That's why it's evil.
Must
'Cause
resist
the
urge
robot?
to
Because
to slay
it's powered
children.
by evil.
But it
It's
only
powered
does.
by
It
negative
only
energy.
commits evil
Channel.
acts if it's told to commit evil acts.
But it's powered by evil. It's literally
Good,
like
evil, it's
if
just
you had
energy.
liquid evil, it would consume the evil and use it as energy.
I mean,
Dylan, say evil again.
Evil.
Are you out of
Now say it
I'm
like
gonna
Doctor
change his
Evil.
mind on that.
The point, though, Alec, is
No.
I don't consider you an evil person, but you have show tendencies. Here's the thing. I don't care.
Are you asking me to
They,
follow
the rest of them, they are
instructions
right now, they
directly?
might care.
'Cause if you
I don't.
I will
But if
gladly
you stab me in
use
the
it.
back, make sure you kill me. I've already been betrayed once. I will not do that again.
Exposition, no.
I have no plans of betraying you.
Now that one guy.
100%.
Yeah, you don't sense motive that. You sense motive the I don't remember anything.
Fine. The two. I
Roll
believe
bluff.
him.
yeah, I know.
Roll bluff.
Plan on
I'm
betrayal.
totally being honest with
What
him right now.
happens?
You're evil. Roll bluff.
It doesn't matter if I'm evil. I'm being 100% honest.
See, look,
Dungeon
he says-
Master is telling you
He
to
says
roll
a
bluff.
robot skeleton is evil no matter what. He says you have to roll bluff. Did you roll a
That'd
1?
be good.
Wait. Who has a robot
I'm not even
skeleton?
lying.
Did you roll a 1?
No, I rolled a 7.
Then you
Who
beat me. I
has
have
a
2.
robot skeleton?
Oh, okay, cool. But I have negative in my charisma, so hold on a second.
I only asked 3 questions. Who has a
5.
robot skeleton?
It still wins.
Everyone's a robot skeleton in meat armor, piloted by your brain.
No.
The point is
No,
that
that's
like,
not a
some
robot
people.
Oh wait, no. I have
That's
this,
a regular
I put
skeleton.
That's the
things
point.
in there.
So you're fine.
Yeah.
Even more fine.
7.
That's a bone skeleton.
The point is,
I heard.
I don't
robots.
consider it evil. I understand you're just getting the job done. Just be careful, because there are some entities that do. They're very strict, like they think skeletons are evil just because they're made of evil energy. Gods, they're weird, right? Now, if they
So
had,
figure it out.
now,
So-
granted, I hear if they have throw anything, they're
So
really
if,
evil.
if I had a Tupperware full of evil,
I will be wrong.
The Tupperware is not evil. It's just the Tupperware. It's just a Tupperware.
So
just
Ghostbusters 2. Go
Okay.
on.
Now you have a slime that is evil.
Yeah.
Only if you negatively
right?
charge it.
So
And
I
it
have a
can manifest
Tupperware
evil
full of
things.
evil,
What I meant.
Okay.
and then the Tupperware becomes possessed by the evil. Is the Tupperware evil?
No, it's being possessed by evil.
Okay.
Right.
Once
So-
again, if I'm being
Depends
controlled
on-
by something else, I'm not responsible for my own actions. Therefore, alignment cannot come into play when it comes to me.
Right. Now
So the skeleton should be on
we
a
have a Tupperware full of evil,
It's a
The
container.
Tupperware.
Yes.
and the Tupperware becomes corrupted by the evil.
So
So influence
So
to
spaghetti
be
sauce.
evil. Is what you're
So
saying. Then the Tupperware is in fact evil.
All right. So now a skeleton
it's unaligned.
that
It's
is
completely unaligned.
right because it's not animate,
Yeah, exactly.
but it's animated by evil.
I did not.
Animated
I did
by
not
evil,
expect
okay.
any of this
Yeah.
to happen.
Is the skeleton evil?
No, because it's being controlled by the evil. The skeleton can't act on its own, therefore can't have an alignment.
All right. So what I just heard is he can't smite undead anymore.
I
Because they're not-
agree.
because they're not evil.
100% with you.
depends on who they're brought back
on, though. I
brought
had
back
a
by.
question.
If they're brought back by Orcus,
I'm not
absolutely,
disagreeing.
because he has the worst kind of
Yeah, no.
intent.
So what we've just established is the cleric can no longer channel smite undead things.
Time out.
Only
No.
skeletons.
It depends on things.
Let's just say
What was
that
a skeleton
Frederick
raised by?
highly disagrees.
Now, was
Evil.
it
No,
raised by
it's
a man who
evil.
was trying to help his entire
Alright.
community? I was talking. Fuck you. A guy who was
No,
trying to
you're
help
just not
his community.
charismatic enough to persuade Dylan to.
I'm actually having. I'm not trying to persuade him at all. I'm actually trying to have a discourse with him. So, say a guy who learns necromancy just to help his entire community out, raises a skeleton of a good person who died a decent death, whatever, raises that skeleton up and helps that community out. So is that an evil skeleton because he's trying to bring this guy's kid? You know, like let me guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's
evil?
literally powered by evil.
But for good intent.
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter
God,
what
God
the intent
says that
is.
he's
It's
evil.
literally evil magic. That's like saying I'm gonna have a succubus walk a man home from work, and then
Why'd you point to me?
yeah, it's just like well, but the succubus is doing something nice. It doesn't matter. Succubi are evil.
Someone's been hurt.
In response to your previous statement, though,
Yeah,
Yeah.
because of
undead skeletons I'll agree with, but not liches who are sentient and choose to be evil, not vampires who are sentient and choose to be evil, and I'm still on the fence about mummies right now. But would you agree to that? That if you are sentient and choosing the life of evil,
You're evil.
then you're evil. So therefore, vampires and the other thing.
You could
No,
believe, you would
because-
believe in a good vampire.
Yeah, there's no.
There's no such thing as a good vampire.
And
Yeah,
there
No
you go.
such thing as a
Only-
good
Once
vampire.
again,
no such thing as
You
a
chose
good
to be
vampire.
Washington,
corrupted by the vampirism. Therefore,
Oregon.
that makes you evil.
whatever they come.
They're sparkly.
But once again, being
somebody
raised
turned into a
from undead-
vampire.
Yeah.
Who doesn't want to be a vampire is
You
now
take
is
an
a
alignment
vampire.
change to evil, and you become evil.
That is so dumb. I don't agree with that.
Now I have a
But
It's
are
game
you
mechanics.
corrupted or are you being controlled by the evil?
Corrupt's corrupt.
Both.
Yeah.
Then you're corrupted by evil, therefore the smite evil should work.
I think the smite evil remove the evil and then therefore the skeleton full.
Once again.
the way I understand it is if I cast evil spells, it's disapproved by the gods.
Yes, that's why I said the gods decree evil.
Mm-hmm.
It's
See,
their.
I
their-
can
I'm fine
do it,
with the
though.
not smiting
So-
undead skeletons because they are
Yeah, no, you
reanimated
can
skeletons
do it,
and therefore
and
can't make
then
a
you'll
choice
get-
of their own.
But they're reanimated by evil.
And-
It's literally liquid
I like- I
evil
don't know where
inside
this
of
Yes,
voices
you.
came
well,
from. Are you hearing this?
and
Going crazy.
so
I'm hearing all
he's
of it.
attacking the evil within, not the
Tripping
skeleton.
balls.
Soaking it
man.
all
He's
in.
attacking both.
Oh yeah, no right.
Yes, but
Learning.
the smite evil's only affecting the evil inside, correct?
No, it's affecting both.
I have one more thing for you.
Thank you.
All right.
Alright, fine, he can't smite evil anymore.
Anyways,
Not
On the
there's
undead.
one other thing that I noticed
Which you
you
get
picked
for
up
taking
when
his smite ability.
we mentioned the sword was Hecate's.
Yeah.
Do you worship her?
I don't. I will.
I don't care if you do.
I think I did. Pretty sure I did.
Then that means you're invested into this journey, then, yes.
Oh yeah.
Because I don't really care about this.
Because if
I only
she's
care about
helping
getting to the
me
city
try to
itself.
remember who I was, if that's
Wait,
her
what do you mean?
right hand,
Is she trying to help you?
I mean, I've seen her in a dream or two.
Got dreams.
I've had a couple dreams with her in it.
Oh. I might know of something that could maybe help with that. But I'll check my notes later. There's a concoction I came across. It's in my notes about it helps create lucid dreaming. Could be of use if a god's talking to you in dreams. I mean, Brandy would tell you if a god's reaching out to you, good or evil, she's reaching out. She fulfills a role. But anyways, you should probably think on that. I'm gonna get some rest for the night.
Oh, is it my turn then?
Yeah. Unless you want me to wake up one of the elves.
No, I'll take it.
One of the elves. Well,
Then I'll cast.
You're not awake to hear that insult.
All of it.
No, he just hears and he's like, motherfucker.
Keep watch.
Motherfucker. And with that, I go take my long rest. And just remind you, just
You
think on all
waking
that.
up to
And
what?
reflect on the conversation we had.
You woke him
And
up?
the gods that we had talking.
Because I only need a short rest.
I
We
let
still
y'all
have
sleep in.
journeys going on.
I let all of you sleep in until the sun rises.
Ah, I feel better. Oh no, wait. I woke up. That's bad.
Yeah. Also, the elves don't need to sleep. They just meditate.
They're just up.
So they.
Oh, elves don't sleep in this edition at all? Or they do the whole meditating,
They do
I'm
like a
awake but
trance
not awake?
I mean, I wouldn't have
Oh, the whole
anything to
4 hour
hide.
thing?
Yeah.
I don't have anything to hide at all.
The pizza will be here in 2 minutes.
2 minutes? Okay.
Into that.
Timing
5,
starts now.
10, maybe 20 seconds.
Give me 20 seconds.
Malloy! That's your next character. Demon's character.
Oh yeah, I'll be the first one awake.
You gotta watch that so we understand this, and it's fine.
All right. Well, let's take a quick break then. And
Pizza's almost here.
yeah, pizza's almost here.
And then we can have
I'll-
further discussions of undead skeletons and such.
Literally.
We've done some good.
All right, and we're back.
Hello.
Hi.
So, we had a brief little RP. The first night after the Temple of Ra. Is there anything else you guys want to do on the road?
I've just cracked some stuff.
It takes you about 2 days to get to Canton Light.
I
Exactly.
transfer
And
summon
it's at that
monster from
point because
scroll
nobody
over to my
knows the second
wizard
check.
spell.
Don't realize that I
Okay.
changed the
What do you
name
spell
of
for?
Revere and Canton Light on the map.
It's a 9 plus a lot. That's a 24.
Alright, you describe it.
I also want to skim through that tome of history that we picked up, the masterwork one. See if there's any clues in there for. Huh?
No. It's mostly just a tool for the history skill.
I handed it out.
Who has that?
But there isn't anything specific about the Sword of Air. It's
Yeah,
mostly
like
like
catch. Oh, come on, you're not that strong. You know that.
Oh, and it hits me in the head.
But yes, it's a tome of history, masterwork quality. So whatever he tells you, it gives.
What's it do?
it gives you a +2 tool bonus to your knowledge history checks. We'll probably like it.
Okay.
What's the weather like when we're traveling to Canton Light?
Huh?
What's the weather like to Canton Light?
It's actually kind of like unseasonably rainy.
There's a lot of condensation on the outside of
I'm sure you're
Light.
pretty much happy
Yeah.
with that.
No.
Easier on the eyes.
I'm not happy about that.
Your glasses fall down.
No. We have an ancient tapestry that was
What's that thing called again?
In a
very
bag
well
holder.
preserved.
Tome of history.
Inside a tube.
Yeah,
Never
you
mind.
put it in something.
Yep.
Totally okay with
That would have been a valid concern, though.
Mm-hmm. Good idea though.
I could have swore we put the tapestry in a tube and then put it in the.
It's just
No, the tapestry is large AF.
But yeah.
What was with
No,
the
I put
tapestry
my
again?
bedroll around it and I would have had
It
to
was
like take
from
it
the,
money,
from the
so
temple.
provide it for the back.
Yeah, that's part of our cashing deal eventually.
Did the whole
Yeah.
slit it out, cut it out of the thing? Okay.
Well, it was just hanging, so I cut
You
the
didn't
top.
cut anything, yeah. It was just hanging.
Yeah, the
So
edges are
they
the most
did cut
important
something.
parts.
Sort of like
That's
the
where all the
same
clues
monster
are hidden.
I'm being a dick.
Right.
I thought he said he cut it. Did you say he cut it?
I mean, if I cut it, you would only get
I had
like.
believed it was attached.
You're not wrong.
I believed I was attached to the ceiling, but I guess if you could just remove it, I just removed it. Nothing to
Anyways,
clarify.
Anyways, yes, we
I'm
proceed.
so sorry. I love
We
you
preserve.
playing.
Rainy weather.
Hey guys, let's start an argument.
I see your face. I'll leave you alone. I'll stop poking that bear. It's done. Promise. It is on her now.
Did we make it
not
to
my
Canton
fault.
Light?
Do we make it into?
Hey Dylan, my favorite edition of D&D is 4th edition.
Alright, everyone drink.
4th edition is not bad. I prefer it over 5th.
I agree.
Yeah, you guys get to Canton Light.
Do I find a stable for our wonderful meals? Tick tack, click clack.
And our horse.
they have to start.
We need to get 2 more named Patty Whack. Patty and
Wait,
Whack.
and the horse.
Oh shit, we've
Why don't we
been
just
trying
have the horse?
first.
What do you name the horse?
Patty Whack.
Yeah. But I'm with this party now.
Let's rename
Because
it
you
Patty
guys
Whack.
gave me a
Trying more
horse.
of the shit. I had D97
Didn't you just name it horse?
written down.
Okay, so
Yeah.
add 2 to it.
Can we call it Patty Whack anyway?
No.
The horse's name is Bo.
Okay.
Is his middle name Jack?
No.
This
It's
is
just
last name
Bo.
Horseman.
Bo is truncation of bag of holding.
B-O-H.
Yeah, so.
I like it. His
So
name
yeah,
is
let's,
Bo.
let's actually take a night, relax.
I thought
I
you
mean, we
didn't
many
wanna-
of us we slept on a decent
No,
bed
you
for a
just point them
while.
out to make it easy.
So a couple of things about Canton Light.
Yeah.
The rumors you were hearing about it back
Yeah,
when you were in
so
Bard's
something-
Gate were that it was a set of ruins. These are false. Canton Light's actually a decent-sized town, a small city. Has a population of probably just under 2,000.
Wish we had a knight of coin. We could have sold the sword here.
It is a naval staging point
That's why there's so many people.
for Bard's Gate.
Why are so many
So
people
there's a
trying to
strong
go
military presence. The local governor is appointed by Bard's Gate, and he is a formal individual, and is a former naval officer who was due to retire due to an injury sustained in battle.
Is it an
But for the
arrow?
most part, huh?
Was it like an arrow? So like
His lower extremity.
No, he lost a leg.
It was a ballista.
from the arrow. Go.
Was his name Lieutenant Dan?
I want you to know I had no part in this.
Alright, so as I go to the
I
stable
haven't
to
said a
drop
word.
off my wonderful meals that I love so much.
And I follow him with the horse.
Yeah, we go and we stay with them for the night. How much is it for the stables?
7.
It's just a couple copper pieces.
5,
Then I
10, maybe.
hand them over,
Okay.
along with maybe a gold to have them like cleaned and fed correctly.
The full
Okay.
spot treatment.
Yeah,
He took
it's
the
been a
gold
while.
and
They
took-
Give him the
earned
good
this.
quality.
I'm,
egg.
Yeah.
I'm not going to pay a gold, but I'm definitely going to imply that my horse is with his donkeys.
Yeah.
You know, following real close behind him in the car wash kind of thing.
Yeah.
No, I'm mentioning a carriage
bumper to
wash with
bumper.
horses.
Alright. But there is a tavern. There are some shops if you need to re-up on supplies.
Food.
Yeah. You would be able to buy anything upwards of 1,000 gold here. They would have kind of regularly available.
You see this open sword slot item? That's where I put it. If I had gold!
Yeah, how many gold?
Somebody made me buy my way out of
Hey.
combat.
I go to.
Yes.
Didn't we have gold?
I have 19
We
gold
do
pieces.
still. We actually do have some gold and some gems that we could use as currency. I don't know if you want to wait until, or
No.
if you need some now.
I don't. I mean, I have enough to buy the potions I need. I just didn't know if we'd like split up
I
any
have
gold in the last
19
No, we haven't
take
yet.
2 weeks.
We still have 1,000 gold of worth of gems in the bag,
Okay.
and 800 gold of just actual gold pieces,
Mm-hmm.
and then a few weapons that I don't know. Does anyone want to keep the Masterwork Scimitar?
You just received a
Well, Master
scrying
Scimitar.
We picked up the Masterwork
or
Scimitar.
a
No, that's what
message.
you saw it.
We're trying to contact you about your horse's
Hold on.
extended
If you
warranty.
just get one more, you'll be on your way.
I can't use them.
Sure you can. It's supposed
You
to
could
get
learn.
Joshua, you get the same
Actually,
message sent to
I
you.
think you could because you're.
I'm here to
I take
contact
too
you
big
about
of a
your
penalty.
donkey's extended warranty.
My
Because they're
damage
not
output
That's
would
what would
literally be
make
the
it
same.
so much more fun.
I got that wall
Uh,
for the job.
we have the Bastard Sword, the Hand Axe, and the Masterwork Scimitar.
Here to contact you.
Do we wanna just go ahead and sell those?
Extended
Yeah.
warranty.
Yeah, good.
Do we want to sell? I don't think we want to sell it here, do we?
Well, why don't we see what we can
It's a
get
big enough
for it
town, we can
before
sell
we make
those
those kinds of
things.
decisions?
Now, that
Okay.
particular sword, we're probably not going to be able to find a buyer for
No,
that.
that one is
Well-
saying inside the pack.
Yeah.
Why
On my
don't we
back.
try and see
Oh.
if we can sell it here
Someone's
before
That's
we
true.
make the distinction of
Any-
what will we or won't we?
Yeah, anything that costs about 1,000 gold, you'd be able to sell here. But just remember that you're not, unless it's a trade good, you're selling it at a penalty. So
I have a
What about something 1,500? Would that be okay?
No.
buy or sell?
Buy.
No, not available.
Now, here's my question.
Let's just-
How exactly do you
No.
think Canton Light would feel about my preferred method of paying with credit?
Disavowed. Question? Question?
Yes. I'd like to see if there's anyone in town dealing with exotic bits and parts,
I asked-
harvesting of creatures.
I asked the
I had
question.
trolls, but like to sell it, or I'll wait till Barnes Gate if necessary.
You probably have to wait till Barnes Gate. And your question?
I have a question. In character, are there any places that I could, that may have like Libdos historians?
You would need to go to the library. There is a library here in Canton Light.
Okay.
It's not as big as the one as in Elise. And they're also not capable of divining important magics, but yeah, you'd be able to
I would
research a
go
little
to
bit on Libnos.
Well, not. I more in terms of like historical references and values of things, i.e., the sword and the tomes, the skulls and
Tomes of Barcelona.
Do you have appraise as a skill?
I do.
You could just roll an appraise check on it. You don't need to really research it.
8.
Yeah, you have no idea how much they're worth. It's DC 20 to appraise
So
things.
it's an astronomical amount.
It's a healthy amount. I wouldn't say astronomical, but you could take it down to the port and see if there are any traders who are willing to buy it and see what offer they give you.
I would go to the. I'll go to the port and see if there are any Libdos-based traders.
Okay. So with that, we're going to go ahead and go into exploration initiative. I'll start with Rael and just work around the table. Alright. So just kind of, you go down to the port. There are several traders who are perusing resources. Do you have diplomacy or any other like formal skill check you could try to mingle with them to
I have
start the negotiations going?
diplomacy, and
I'm sorry.
diplomacy, depending on how it goes, intimidate.
Let's start with diplomacy.
All right. Not bad. 15.
Okay. You find a ship captain who's a potential buyer.
Okay.
For the tapestry, he'll give you 2,000 gold.
I will bookmark that. And how about schools? I did go to the library too.
Yeah.
So.
The library will accept the written material as donation, but they will not pay you for it.
Unfortunately, it doesn't float my boat.
Okay.
I'll bookmark the price and I'll get back to everyone after I drop it.
Okay. Issa?
Are there any temples that I can drop said Moscow's companions at?
Yes.
And their respective ones?
No. You would find a temple of Poseidon. You'd find a temple of Ceres. You'd find a temple of Hermes. You'd find a temple of Tyr.
Cheer.
Do we know what Eliana
We
preferred?
could check her journal. She had a
Oh,
journal.
in terms of religion, she was non-religious.
Which didn't make a barrier here.
Okay.
Switch
So, we'll drop Eliana off at
In the water, that's fine.
one of the...
Just
Alright,
Leaving
the
her
Church
in
of
the water,
Poseidon.
just like
for-
the previous
Church of
character.
Poseidon. There.
Temple of Poseidon, and you do the same with the Knight of Coin.
drop him off.
I thought we wanted to take him back to his
No,
actual...
God, no.
Well, they could probably
Alec was
contact the
having
clerk.
reservations about going to anything to do
We
with
could just
Mithras,
hire
as he owed him
someone to
money.
ship his body for us. Say, hey, you're going along this way. Here's a
We've
gold
got-
to like take this body.
We've got 4 things in the bag of holding, including him.
Yeah, we gotta get rid of one.
We already did. We got rid of Eliana.
I like him now. He's
Get rid of another one. That's more treasure.
How did we make
Fair
How
Heavy
horrific
rifle.
it must have been to watch
Uric,
the enemy.
yeah, Uriklo you met
Wow,
in
like that's a regular one. See?
Glendale close, getting ready to take the north road up to the camp. How heavy?
People are
Very heavy, yeah.
Like 350?
Look,
Huh?
if we're in the middle of a goblin cave and we're like, oh, there's all this loot, but there's this body in the way. It's better, like, we're gonna dump the body and take the loot. So it's better that we just dump the body now instead of feeding him to goblins.
Where
Well,
are we
hey
going to
guys,
find
I do want to
goblins?
remind you guys of something very important about this guy you've yet to actuate, which is he's wearing full plate.
Plate, yeah.
Yeah.
He was.
That's not a cheap armor.
You could sell it.
You can't sell it here, it's more than 1,000 gold.
Yeah.
It's 1,500.
We can keep the armor in their
Get rid
treasure.
of the, get rid of the
Well, I mean, it was a previously used model. There are some dent stings, a few holes.
Yeah, we can buff those out.
Just a few.
It's like, what is this? A Mythos cheese grater?
Those are ventilation holes. It allows for better breathing.
Yeah.
more
Air
aerodynamic.
vents.
Speed holes.
Yep.
What are you doing with the body?
Stripping him down for the
Keeping
armor.
it in the bag until we get to
An appropriate
Bard's
temple.
Gate?
an appropriate
What
one.
was
Yeah.
his temple?
He's a.
And
He's
And
Yeah.
follow the
Yeah.
Church of Mithras.
Yes.
I knew that.
So we have to dump
Okay.
him in Bard's Gate or dump him on the side of the road. One would probably.
Why not dumping? We're getting him buried at the Mithras Church.
I mean,
whatever it
I'm
is.
kind of hungry.
There should be. There should be a temple
Come
in
out.
Bard's
Why do you
Gate.
have a half-orc hairdo now?
Actually,
We're
no.
going to eat.
I'm a citizen of Bard's Gate. Would I recall Mithras having a temple there?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I would chime
Where
in.
we going?
Yeah, there's a temple down
You guys reported. I don't know this, but you guys reported to a Church of Mithras to get your 150 gold bonus.
Did we?
Yes.
True story.
Your 150 gold signing bonus.
That was like all the way down to Bard's Gate. We're not even headed that
We're
direction.
going
We
there.
Whoa, dude, we don't know this.
I
That's,
decided
that was
to start-
Jamie clarifying, and I appreciate you remember that detail.
Yeah.
But no, actually, yes, we are going to Bard's Gate. We're going to take a cruise down there to pick up some new supplies.
The teal.
You okay with boats?
You know, there's a little flammable.
I know they're very flammable. We got to be careful.
That's going.
But you could be the maiden on the front of the ship.
Oh my god, yes, we have to take this boat. Come on.
You just need to learn to speak Lu.
Grandier would like to stay.
Forever.
Because he's wearing full armor. And
Alright,
he's gonna have
Grandier, what are you doing?
I'm actually going to go buy some potions from the local alchemist.
Alright, sounds
Okay.
good. Goss, what are you doing?
I'm going to buy potions.
Alright, sounds
So,
excellent. Ricardo.
I'm
I'm
also
looking for
doing-
somewhere
Hey,
I can
well,
find to
yes.
wager my
We have
money on
things, we have
games of
plans.
chance that might have an advantage towards me.
Alright, 1 second.
Alright. Yeah, we're going potion,
You going potion shopping.
Yeah, I got 3
I've
cure
got some
moderates,
gold.
and then I have a question. Do they have any anything under 1,000? Right. So I'm gonna buy 2 potions, or potions, bandages of rapid recovery as well.
How much do they cost?
7.
200.
Then yes, you can find them.
Alright, so I buy 2 of
So,
those.
5,
Okay.
10, 50.
Alright. I'm also going to try and trade for a pure moderate potion. I have a heavy crossbow.
You know, I could tell you how to take that heavy crossbow and turn it into infinite potions of healing.
Okay,
Does he accept the trade? I want to roll a barter.
Potion dealers hate this guy because of his. Don't roll a barter. You just grab the fucking knife.
I'm by him. I'll aid that action.
Learn about the Robin League.
Okay. Well, that's not good either.
What?
Oh god.
Was it
You
is it
were-
diplomacy?
I'll probably deploy.
yes, it's diplomacy.
Roll a barter.
21.
13.
He does not accept your crossbow in payment for the potion.
Alright, well I just want to sell the crossbow at, face value.
You get 80% for it.
So 40 gold then.
How much does it cost?
50.
There's no way a crossbow is 50 gold.
Yeah. Heavy crossbow. I have it right here.
I'm looking.
Okay, yeah.
Are we getting 80% this time?
Weapons are usually 80%.
I compliment him on his understanding of the comic.
When you purchase, if you want to purchase magic items, you buy at 130.
Yeah. Alright, and then we go do that. You want to hit the tavern?
Not literally.
About. Alright, and then we go hit the tavern to start a early night of drinking.
Carousing.
Okay.
But drinking is neither early nor late. It arrives exactly when you need it.
You can't drink all day unless you start in the morning.
Very true.
Yeah.
All right, Ricardo, what are you doing?
I am going to find a place where maybe there is either hand-to-hand combat or games of chance in which to turn my 19 gold into more than 19 gold.
All right, so you want to downtime
Gamble.
gamble.
In some way, shape, or form.
Okay.
Unless there's a
That sounds like
fighting
a lot
pit,
of
in which case I'd like to compete.
Yeah,
Via the
down-
source of luck rolls, just to keep it quick.
Yeah, they have a a sailor's brawl down at the docks.
I
You
grab
can-
the kid and I go down.
Okay.
You grab
Yeah,
me.
literally by
grab.
the neck.
Yeah.
Come on.
Hold on.
I need someone to hold my
Why
arm.
does the sailor
Okay.
have a brawl? It's bad luck to have a brawl on a ship.
No, they have it on the dock.
What?
They have it on the dock, not on the ship.
You want to dock with me?
OGL.
You can
like
delete that.
Is that
OGL.
violate the OGL?
I don't know.
No.
Yeah,
Just-
docking? I think it,
I didn't say that.
Okay.
that's
Continuing.
what we were saying though. I will do that.
Okay. Roll 3d20.
3d20s. I'll have to roll 1d20 3 times.
That's fine.
Yeah, it is.
That should be its own
He
turn.
doesn't want your dice.
No, it shouldn't.
How many times do you violate?
Yeah, every time Steve violates
16,
the
19, 17.
OGL. Do your dice just not roll below 5?
They do, but only when you're asking me to roll diplomacy or lockpick or jump.
Yeah. Alright, so over the course of the night, you win 3
Oh,
fights.
they rolled a 7.
There you go.
I win 3 fights?
Yeah.
All right. And how much does betting 19 gold on myself do the first night, second night, and third night, basically? I understand by the third night, if you won 2 nights in a row, the odds go down on. You know.
Yeah, 'cause you're
Well,
a
after the
captain.
first night, we'll say you win 20 gold. You basically double your money.
All right, so I'm at 49. And did you bet any? He bet 5.
Do you have
so
any?
5.
I mean, you owe
So
somebody
you have 10
2,000.
gold.
No, that person's gone. I ain't gotta worry about them.
I mean, technically.
So I have
Who
10.
the richest person in the party is.
Oh, wait.
All right, so I now have
Probably
29
her.
gold. Oh no,
She
30
doesn't spend
gold.
money, that's right.
Liquid assets?
Almost have enough for a heavy crossbow.
Whatever.
And
Assets.
Alright, so you're with him gambling?
Yeah, but
some of your materials.
that's the first night.
First night, yeah.
All right. Yeah. Well, eventually, I would like to start learning how to craft either
Knack or cheats.
necklace, headband, or earrings to give to everybody, so we can easily keep communication when we're either in dungeons or fighting or anything like that. If we want to keep communications quietly without other people hearing us and things like that.
Okay.
So I'll start investing into that soon.
Okay.
Tongue
Van,
ring. I like that.
what are you doing the first night?
Initially, I would have went around looking to see if I could find anyone interested in the troll's blood in the region.
Yeah. You're able to sell it for 20 gold.
Ooh, that's way too low.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, I'll wait till Bardsgate. I gotta need more money in Bardsgate on these.
Yes,
Okay.
that's good.
You said there was 3 nights?
Possibly. Depends on what you guys do at the tavern.
Well, I wonder what we are doing, my
3
friend.
months later, we're getting out, boys. Let's go.
Is Bradley the baker in town?
No, I'd probably spend the rest of the time just
Wait,
relaxing.
you're over some-
Probably tinker around some potions, see if I can improve my health. Trying, different formulas, see if I can reduce the effects.
65.
So that'd be mainly my thing. Besides selling the 3 weapons we're not using, which I already calculated.
So am I.
Right.
Night 2, or
Night
night 1, I would have communicated the price of the tapestry to the person holding it, and then ask if it was a yay or nay.
You said 2,000?
2,000.
Well, it is a religious tapestry, correct?
How you're swaying there.
We could, in fact, sell it for more to the religion it is for.
There aren't very many people from Libdos here, and then all the
Well,
people
get
that
over
are
it.
going to Libdos, it's probably another 2 months sail out.
But we could go to Bar's Gate. They do have a trade for Libnos, correct? That's how we would try to
Free
sell
gate.
it. Free gate?
Free it.
Then maybe, just for the 2,000, but it's 2,000 split.
They're good.
This
7
one is
ways.
7 ways, so
8
that's
include Asher.
80 including Asher. Yeah, he has his own bank account, apparently.
Little
So it's
doggy
more
bait
than
count.
ours.
Yeah.
So it's 2,000.
Divided by 8.
Divided
It's like
by
150, 200.
I was joking
yeah,
about that shit.
285 gold for each of us.
All right, now actually do it by not action.
Okay. 250.
250?
What?
I did it by 7 the first time.
Okay.
I did it
So he was fucking around.
No, it's an even 250.
That's gonna make the next night so much better.
I mean,
Wait, what?
Oh, I have 10 gold.
No, wait, yeah.
It'd be
The
like
first
You
time
have
was the first time was
200.
not including
I have
Asher. So yeah, it's
60
285
gold
for
now.
everyone.
He just,
Right.
we just got 250
Sorry,
from
you
the
got
salvage
you didn't
tapestry.
choose.
Oh.
Were you not listening?
No.
he's
Oh,
on
we're
good drink.
selling
I was
tapestry.
daydreaming.
Oh,
They
when
were
I found
believe
thinking
it,
about
but yeah,
selling a tapestry.
That's what we were saying. 250 gold each person gets for signing tapestry.
No, I concluded
Is he-
Asher the second
Let's
time.
try
The
it.
first time was 285.
Oh, it's 280. You have
Yeah,
295.
285.
Are we
Final
finalizing?
notes.
Are we
Alright.
finalizing selling the tapestry here?
I'm gonna go grab my
Why are we
pencil.
selling it
Because
here?
there's a pencil.
Or we can get more for it.
Because what they're saying is, you're selling it here because the place you could potentially get more for it
It's a 2-month sale.
is over here.
I do not want to go that far in the ocean.
We don't want to go to the Sinai
For
for
Yeah,
reasons.
the ocean can. We need land in sight.
We don't travel
Oh,
for money. We travel with money.
At all
Exactly.
times.
And
Thank you.
they're still worried about the blood and the tide coming back up. Man.
I'm worried about the blood and the tide.
Yeah, I'm not worried.
We could hold on to it.
Well,
But it would just kind of be a backlog item until we ever
working
actually
on
have
that.
to free it. Like we would never use it.
Because that's the only other place that would potentially want it for sale, I guess.
Do I know if there's anything?
yeah,
So
most
we'll sell it
likely-
here.
Sort of arrow.
I give you the
You don't
tapestry.
even have it.
Oh,
How are you giving it to people?
Let me
in the
rephrase
first
that.
place?
Isa, can I have that tapestry back?
Maybe.
No.
No.
But why?
Fair enough.
That's,
What's
If
why?
if she doesn't want to sell
And that's
it,
at the point you need to think, what would Uruk-lo do?
Well, you've seen his armor.
run straight toward the enemy.
Split it in half.
let's not split that in half.
No, you gotta split it into sevens.
Let's not do that.
Or poke a bunch of holes in it.
Oh shit.
Not what would happen to
Yeah.
Uruk-lo.
So-
Okay, are you guys selling the tapestry or not?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that an agreement with everyone?
Yes.
Well, whoever has the tapestry has decided to sell it, and it has been sold. Oh, by the way, here's some gold, guys. Everyone's like, yay! Come on!
Yeah, 285 for everyone.
Sounds like we've got 6 yays and 1 nay for the
All right.
sale. So it
Who's
sounds
the
like
nay?
Alright. I also want to do a couple things.
we'll come back to that when it's your turn.
Okay.
So yes,
So it's sold.
you procure, you get the tapestry, you bring it to a vote. 6 yays, 1 nay. You take it to the dock, you sell it. You have the 2,000 gold that you can then distribute to the party if you want.
It was then you never saw Rael again.
Well, that's
Careful,
hunt down.
people who just walk away from the party end up getting wanted to be killed.
So should we kill Rael?
That's 3 hit men on our hit list.
Mm-hmm.
He ran away. Let's hunt him down and kill him. Fucking kill him!
I return with gold.
Smite.
All right, he returns with gold, everyone.
Huzzah!
Huzzah!
285.
And there was much rejoicing.
And then one. Oh.
Knock it out, Steve.
All right. So you distribute the gold.
I distribute the gold even.
Okay. Seems like everyone's congregating in the tavern for the night. Are you staying in for the night?
Are they betting?
No.
After the first night, they're done. They're coming back to the tavern to drink.
Okay.
All right. So Issa, it's the first night. What are you doing? You finished dropping off the bodies. You can sell some stuff you want. There's gold waiting for you back at the tavern.
Go.
Asher is corralling you to the tavern because it's bedtime, and the puppy needs his beauty sleep.
Yeah, he has the highest charisma out of the party.
He does all
Not
20s.
wrong.
I think he do.
Probably does.
What's his modifier?
No, he just said
40.
He has 6 charisma or a +6 to charisma.
plus.
Yeah, he's got the highest charisma.
He has the highest hit points. His
Plus
charisma.
0.
Well, I'm telling you what, the person with the second highest charisma, you lay on your back in the middle of the bar, belly up, and say, hey, rub it! And the dog can do the same thing, essentially, and we'll see who gets the most belly rubs.
Be a good test.
Asher is the strongest party member
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
in every
Yeah, he is.
aspect.
Is there a secret weapon?
And now with the amulet of mighty paws, you will be unstoppable.
We should give
Is
him
he
a dex
actually gonna
spell,
attack?
too.
Yeah.
My boyfriend.
Okay. So you go back to the tavern. Do you want to tell the party anything?
Ow. Sorry.
Like you've dropped off the bodies. Did you keep Uruklo's armor?
I can drop out the reglue.
Oh,
Yeah.
He's like,
So, yeah,
here he
that's
is.
The armor's worth 1,500 gold.
Still
Yeah,
heavily
that's not
perforated too.
Just saying.
Yeah, there's a tear line right in the middle of
We
it.
can't sell it here.
I know.
You-
So
Sorry.
doesn't matter.
She got rid of one
I've
body.
also
we
got
have
Tomes
another.
of Arcana in here, if you guys were wondering.
Huh?
It's an Arcana.
Terms of Arcana?
You
Missed
guys
that.
don't remember that?
No.
That
Can I
happened.
can I see that?
You can't read them
I can't. Why not?
because these are the ones he tried to
Commission,
read, or
yeah.
is they different?
Oh yeah, they were.
They were the ones that were from Sen. Or written in the language of Sen, so you can't read them.
We can't read them.
Yeah.
We need a stronger comprehend English.
So
Yeah.
they tried that.
Yeah,
You-
these are the ones when you tried to complang it, it looked all.
That's why we need a stronger version.
Cast at a higher level.
Mm-hmm.
You can't read them.
I upcast
I
it.
hate it when you tell me
Can you
What's meta magic?
Alright.
So, is there anything you want to disclose to the party? Or request from the party?
Are we all just sitting at the bar?
Slowly you're gathering back.
We're gathering
These
for
two
our
have yet
table.
to return.
When were those two?
I just told them I dropped off Eliana's body.
It's what she would have wanted.
Good.
Honestly, I don't know
Who
what
did
she
you
would have
drop
wanted.
off?
She didn't speak much.
I should
Temple
know.
of Poseidon.
Oh, good God.
She went out the thing though.
Not the best, but I mean.
No. Y'all went out
Good
with
luck.
the thing.
Well, it has two hands.
Yes, yes.
Watch that
Grendir,
Alright. Well,
you're celebrating at the tavern.
obviously.
Slancha.
We're live!
Cheers.
Yes!
No, I need another.
Cheers,
beer.
everyone.
I got you, boo.
Thank you.
Yeah, just over celebrating at the tavern. Is everyone here? They're still missing?
We're missing.
Yeah, we should definitely wait till the others come in.
Not there yet.
Well, I sit there and drink with my kobold friend and my elf friend and her dog.
What about these two?
Sorry, these.
We're here.
Wow. Heard him.
Wow.
You were drinking my blood and I didn't.
I'm the
no,
most
no,
stand-out
no.
individual in a crowd.
I have
Your
not-
blood.
I sure looks
And
I
you
have
weren't
not-
awake
What you
for
want
that.
from a rogue?
I have not drank your
He's a
blood.
dog.
I used yours to make
Oh,
bone
I
burn.
apologize, huh?
And
I
you
used
were
your blood to
asleep.
make bone burn that I gave you some. I've only drank the enemy's blood.
And you were sleeping for
burns
that.
now.
Sleeping.
Well,
Wow.
I would never do that about your
I
permission.
still prefer us.
are we ever going? Well, my friend, I've been given remove disease as a spell from the Great Lord Tyr.
By tier. That's
By Tyr.
that's
yes.
amazing.
He gave me.
Uh,
I'm
I'm down to try that.
Put
Do
a
we
few
wait till
drinks
we're
in,
on
he's
our
gonna
journey
sleep.
to Bard's Gate on the boat, or do it here?
Well, if something goes wrong, I would rather be in a place we could buy supplies to, improve that situation.
Fair.
So I would say when we get to Bard's Gate, because it has
Those supplies.
most supplies, we could probably find something to fix whatever we've done to ourselves. So I say we wait to Bard's Gate until we try experimenting on you.
That's fair.
With your left or right hand.
I mean, I have a dexterous.
Which
That's
is
why he
funny
took throw
'cause you
anything
worship
originally.
me.
Oh, that's right. You still have Thorn?
He only has one hand.
Oh,
But yeah, I
I
agree.
did not know that.
Yeah, he lost his left-handed
Got me off
finger.
my wolf.
Yeah, that's how we lost
that-
it.
Oh yeah.
But I agree. When we're in Bard's Gate, or
Friction. burns.
near Bard's Gate, I'd rather not do it in Bard's Gate. So maybe at it's Freeport,
Yeah, free game.
Freegate.
Frigate?
Let's do it there,
Frigate.
and if need be, we can go in Bard's Gate and stuff.
Alright.
Necessary.
And
That
you
way, we can look over the spell and
figure out what's going on.
try to figure out the best way to approach it. Because if you had any other spell that could hopefully maybe identify what's going on with me, that might help make the spell more.
I will have to search my repertoire, but I do not know. And then may I ask, Rael, what are you doing so far north? I thought Dra usually stayed to the south.
The deep south.
Deep south.
Wow.
He just jumped right into it. He's like, what the fuck you doing here, bitch?
Oh shit.
You don't like your kind round these parts.
Can we
Now,
walk in at
Peter.
that moment, please, so I could be here for this Discord? No.
No.
But
Grendir comes from the Stone
Dude,
Mountains,
we
but
go
his
right
clan
after
is
his
actually
turn. It's
the clan is actually down. Where is it?
The
In that
clan?
mountain range?
We don't talk about the southern clan, sir.
You're making this so much better.
Well, clan
You
call.
gotta cut all that.
All right, wait. I'm gonna.
Clan lives in the mountain range down there. I believe we were talking about.
There's Stonehard Mountain.
No,
These are the Stoneheart.
further south. Yeah, we were talking about it being down.
That's where you're from, and that's where your clan currently is, but
Mhm.
that's not where they're from, like, as their home region.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that's where they are now.
Yeah. Kingdom of Doradin.
So back
Yeah.
to the interaction there.
Yeah, back to the interaction. Let me rephrase this entire thing. Let's start from right here. What are you doing here?
I'm from Greenwood.
The same thing.
You're from
like, ow,
this
okay.
part called the High
What are you doing?
Barrens.
Wait, no. Let me say that. What are you doing here?
That looks like a
Said, well, what
phallus.
brings you here? But no. What are you doing?
Well, this is the Green Realm.
Yeah.
It's kind of split into two major portions.
Yes.
Up here, this is more of like a wild elf area. Down here is more of the typical high elf area.
When you said
And then there's a separation where there's a volcano, volcanic mountain here. On the other side of the volcanic mountain is where he's from.
You just gave us so much drinks.
The deep south.
So did you. Remember, every time we break OGL, we have to take a shot.
We're dead. We're dead.
I forgot what I did.
lots of things.
Lots of things.
That was
So,
better.
yes, you
Oh,
ask him.
phallus thing.
What brings you here?
Phallus is
Why would you keep repeating the word
Don't know how to.
when we
keep
just
saying
told
it.
you that that's not the word? That's the word, not to say. You just go, oh, but you can't say shit. Shit. I can't say shit. Why would I say shit?
I didn't mean it.
Bender, stab it. Antiquing?
Like, you're gonna have to cut most of this episode up today. You have so many cuts in this
Yep,
episode.
Hot
I just
diggity
noticed that
daffodil.
Yeah.
You've got an alfalfa going on, by the
It's fine. It's my antenna.
So,
If you could go on.
Just trying to find my way in life. Picked up a few tricks, thought I'd test them out on the road.
why is that funny? That
was the real
that
question-
was
He
a
picked up
legitimate
a few
answer.
tricks.
The real
on
question
those.
is, does he believe me?
Yeah, actually, I would like to sense motive.
No, yeah. Yes.
That actually makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yes.
Yeah.
The dwarf is drunk. He doesn't know.
What did you roll?
2.
I rolled a 3.
Wait.
Ooh.
Wait. What's the plus?
Lou, if you roll to assist, you can
Four.
beat it.
Diplomacy?
Sorry, I rolled a 2 as
No.
well.
It's sense motive.
Sense motive?
Wisdom.
Wisdom?
Got a 7.
Son of a.
Oh, plus four.
I got a 6.
I got a 7.
Hold on.
I got a 7.
Hold on.
I got
What's
a
your
rock.
charisma?
My
We're not
charisma?
even in the room.
1.
Hey,
+1.
well, you're trying to bluff, so your 3, or was it 2 or 3? 3?
3.
Your 3 becomes a 4. He
That's
has
not including skill ranks.
touche. So
I got you.
And you are against the
his,
council
hold
right
on,
now.
His sense motive
These
skill
are good.
ranks is a +7, so he has a 9. Review wins.
Decent
The
check.
council has spoken.
Fantastic.
But if you roll to assist.
Now, what exactly were you saying again?
31.
You, with a 10 versus his 7, you have no inclination that he's lying.
He's a true friend. Great. Well, it is a good thing to test out your skills upon the road. Really, the only true teacher is experience.
In fact, I was actually going to test my skills out in this city.
Friend
Oh,
here.
yeah.
You might get a lot of
Experience is a good
you might get a lot of work in a port city. I'll say this.
Well, there's
Wow.
plenty of worth here. So
Extra
might
tricks.
find something
Yes, that's what
we can
I'm sorry.
liberate.
Yeah. Well, can I sense a motive on that one? Because that sounds kind of, steely.
Sketchy.
Wow, he really has.
He's not attempting to bluff, so
He was about to say, I also rolled a natural 1 on my bluff. So
there's good stealing stuff here.
there's stuff to
Now,
take with us.
My good friend, if I may alliterate once more, I am a devout follower of Tyr.
I know.
No.
I'm gonna say it.
Do you know what alliteration is?
Iterate.
Iterate.
Iterate. That's great. I'm a devout
If I'm
follower of
alliterate,
whatever
Sam
gets
saw
me
something
more
suspicious.
Well, Tyr is always a great one to look after.
Religion's not sort of my thing. Kind of useless.
He tends to try to convert us.
Yeah, I can tell that.
It's not.
Granted, respectful, because Tyr's a good guy.
But
So-
he can't juggle.
So I'm gonna
It's
go. I'm gonna go
already
try
working.
and while this is, I'm just gonna say it pretty quietly. I'm just gonna go try and steal some stuff. So you do
I
your
would
god
much
thing.
rather you not.
Won't you come
They
here
act like
now?
enemies, but they're wearing the same colored shirt.
Coordinated.
In fact, I'm wearing brown.
Ah, so he's the spy.
Yeah.
Wait, but under his shirt there's also brown. He's not wrong.
I mean, I'll make a joke too. if
Drink
you come
again.
out.
Yeah, drink again.
That's not a violation of the OGL. All I made was a comment. That's probably true. It has nothing to do with negative or positive.
All right. Yeah, I would much rather you not go out and steal. And I would. How about you sit and have a drink with
Without a
us?
friend.
I love art.
You know what? You're right. Without a friend. Oh wait, you said the Draconic, didn't you? Oh, I just let it slip that I know Draconic.
Yep.
Huh.
Ah.
Good deduction skills, my friend.
Well,
Council has
that's a failure.
Mhm.
All right.
So
Well,
all
I'm gonna go
what?
steal, and I'm gonna sneak after that.
That's fucking
Okay.
I'm going to
Alright,
stop
Rael,
him.
you should probably hang for a little.
You just said you're going to steal in front of a lawful good cleric.
You don't know what I'm gonna
Put
steal
your manacles
for.
on him.
Yeah, actually, I have manacles on my person.
Actually, you said they were.
Whoa, whoa.
That's not.
Grandier,
Can we rephrase
calm
that?
down. Grandier, calm down. Rael, come sit. Calm down. Relax, guys.
Family meeting.
We're-
This is intervention.
where's Ricardo and Alec? We need them for this.
No, something about gambling. I think.
So Ricardo and Alex show back up at this point. Ricardo's looking a little beat up, like he's been in a few fights, but he's
Wow.
Nice shiner.
he's got a solid shiner and a swollen lip, but he's walking like, yeah, but you should look at the other guy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Once
Alec, you
again,
did that?
I've got a black eye, but I've got 4 bruised knuckles.
Yeah.
So how much you win?
Up here, let
I
me-
doubled my money.
How much is that?
A lot.
Enough.
I go up to him and I whisper, "You didn't kill anyone, did you?"
I didn't stick around long enough to find out, but I didn't take anything with me after I attempted it.
Then look at Alec.
Roll
take
bluff.
anything
You did
for him.
you took 20 gold.
I didn't take anything of theirs.
You roll bluff.
Wasn't that
Roll
money?
bluff. They were also betting on themselves.
I didn't steal anything.
Okay.
Nice.
I'll allow it.
Once again, what I'm trying to say is, no, this isn't a Bradley situation.
Oh,
That's
No,
not an
that's
official
the
term.
new code. That's the
Yeah.
new code phrase. Is this a Bradley?
I think it's supposed to.
Go
The Bradley guy,
Bradley.
Bradley, let's go.
Oh no! I'm just waiting for. No, now I'm just waiting for the clerk to go. We got to code Bradley in the square. Code Bradley in the square. He's shopping without money.
Well, that's what the headpiece will be for.
That's what the headpiece is going to be for. It's going to be great. Guys, code Bradley, let's go!
Then I'll be Alec with him going like, "Oh yeah, go
And
ahead." Code
he
Bradley,
won
code
some
Bradley.
money too, I believe.
Did you?
Yeah. How much?
Some.
A little bit.
A little bit. That's enough
A
to
lot.
feed a family of 4 for a year.
Yeah, but we're not telling this that SOB anything about our current
5 gold.
financial status.
Yeah.
I could double it or triple it for you.
I'm one.
So could I.
I can do it right now.
Glad to hear that, Alec. Glad to hear that, Ricardo.
A
Glad
gold
you're
piece is like
flexible.
$100. So like you just won $500. You just won $2,000.
Yeah, that's nothing.
Now
In
pay your
one
tax.
night?
Now pay your taxes as
gambling
per the
addict.
lawful good cleric tier.
There are no taxes.
Oh, I'm
here.
sorry. I do not have a deity.
We're
My
adventurers.
deity is anger and
Adventurers don't pay
sword.
taxes.
I'm sorry.
Yes, you do.
All right.
So what were we talking about? First round's on me.
We've already paid for it.
Everybody drink.
Everybody drinks.
I see.
Cilantro.
So,
We have 2 new. Well, Rael.
Yes.
Our overall goal is to head north toward the Howling Fortress, then eventually to find the city of Sen. Are you interested in sticking around?
Why the Howling Fortress?
We have unfinished business.
We must get revenge.
So do I.
We have to clear out infestation.
So do I.
Okay, it sounds like you guys are a man on a mission, and so am I.
So am I.
How well do you do with wyverns?
Not
Vampiric wyvern.
Well, it depends
normal
how good
people
you do
don't
with
do
bakers.
well, and I'm only slightly above a normal person.
Let me-
so probably not.
Let me put it this way, better yet. would you be interested in joining with us to infiltrate a rather reinforced former prison, now fortress, commandeered by at least 300 gnolls, one vampiric wyvern, and potentially more things within?
DM, would I know if any
With
information
mountains of
in
gold.
or what we talked about as per my backstory pertain to me in that area?
Yeah, you would have heard of Mirgard,
There's no lie.
which is the Howling Fortress.
Yes.
So what you would know is the Howling Fortress is up here, just as a reminder.
Yeah.
It was formerly a prison / like storage depot of Paladins of Mir, and basically anything that they couldn't destroy outright was taken there to be protected, so that no other forces of evil could find it.
Oh,
Security.
Yeah, it's like that: secure, contain,
SCP.
protect. Yeah. And during the collapse of the Hyperborean Empire, it was abandoned by the Paladins of Mir, and the lower levels sealed. A bunch of gnolls moved in, took it over, and made it their,
Somebody opened it.
place to hang out. Ever since then, it's been overrun and presumed, hostile territory.
no bueno.
Would I find it? No. Would I find any information for what my character wants there?
There's a good chance, because if the Paladins had kept record of it, that's where it would be.
Well, I guess I can stay around.
Okay. Ricardo. I know you got the horse and you're happy with it.
I got a horse.
Do you still wish to join us to go any further north and try to take down that vampiric wyvern?
How are we gonna get there?
Oh, by horse.
Well, with the sword, you guys could buy another scroll to teleport.
Well, we'd leave behind our horse and wagons.
You
Okay.
can take them with you.
Also,
Now.
I don't want to waste the money.
Good to know.
The important question I have to ask
Yes.
is: you say there's a large horde of goblins?
There were roughly 300 gnolls, a little over.
Did you try taking them all head on at once?
Our
Yes.
former ally he did his best, and then he found out they were archers of superb aim, surprisingly.
You show them what happens when you go up against them.
She pulls out the armor.
Pulls out the pin cushion.
Just
see the
pulls
light
out
going
a-
through.
what appears to be a ball of arrows.
I would like
With
to
an
pour a
orc
drink
inside.
for our friend.
Half an orc.
Uruk Low.
Well, actually, I guess he'd be a quarter orc now.
To Uruk Low.
But yes.
Anyway, that depends. Is this a financially gainful job, or is this more of a pleasure deed?
Hopefully both.
That's when he hands over the 285 from selling the fucking tapestry. We'll make this.
I mean, are you getting paid to go clear it out, or are you clearing it out?
This is
for
a
honor
personal
or
job
some
at
shit?
this point.
They made us look like
But-
bitches.
There's a good chance if there's that many people protecting it and a vampiric wyvern,
I would say.
you know
I'll tell
there's
you
some
what.
good stuff.
I would say one of us got.
If you
dominated
split your loot
by
equally
the
with me, I'll join you on any adventure you need to go on. But you can't have the horse back. Final offer.
Deal.
All right.
All right. Now that you guys are in,
We drink.
I would prefer a little payment for this. I'm not gonna stick my neck out for
Well,
anything.
Well, it's not my fault
I
you
think
didn't ask
you'll
about
get
this
your
stuff when I
share
asked you to
with-
join.
I think
Or-
you two should be more aware of what else is potentially on our tail, and we might have crossed.
Well, look, it's not like you guys are running from the
no,
fucking
they should
Herald
know.
of Ovo
Guys. I know
Nova
that
or
look
something.
you're giving me. They
No.
need to know
Ah.
because this way there's no surprises and they can be prepared for it.
But it's literally the worst
Surprises
thing
are
I
the
can
spice
think
of
of.
life. Come
Yeah,
on.
it's not like these guys are gonna go away or die on us or anything.
So
Yeah.
he made a deal with.
Well, no, I mean, even going
Oh,
away
we're
and
going
dying
on
is not
that.
that bad.
We're going with
You
all
guys
of
are
it.
being
They need to know
hunted
all of
down
it,
by
so
the
this way
bounty
they're
hunter of
prepared.
Ovo Nova.
But the dragon knows the Chaos was released. Before
It's not like
finishing
you
the
guys
job.
are making deals with the
Any other
concubines of
bandits yet?
Orcus.
It's fine.
Probably plotting.
Probably sleeping.
He knows
He's
your
got a lot.
scent.
No, I'm an expert on these matters.
Roll
He's probably
Arcana.
asleep.
What the hell did you
You're an
just say?
expert on dragons?
What?
That is a.
Why would you ask him that? That's such a weird question.
He just said he was an expert.
I didn't hear that. I don't speak Draconic.
8.
I do.
He just hears,
For knowledge
Yeah, I was like,
Arcana.
what would you ask?
Yeah, I rolled a 2.
Alright, re-roll that.
8.
Where's
Do you want an Arcana check,
26.
Dylan?
Okay, with a 26.
Here, keep that one.
It took you a minute. You've been drinking,
Yeah.
and you're little.
See,
Yeah.
my dice do roll good.
Well.
He's been drinking and he's little.
Well, that's more than I needed to know about Joshua.
Please tell me you're doing Hodor for Halloween.
He is now.
Alright. So a couple things you would know. What is the maximum caster level of an adult dragon?
5th.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what level spell is Gaze?
It's like 5th.
With his
5,
10,
Is it a
Rolling
double
a
spell?
player check. I think it's a 9th level.
6th.
It's not 9.
6th. 5.
7th level.
5. 5th.
It's
3.
a 7th level.
Yeah.
7th. 2nd.
It's a
First.
7th level spell.
Yeah, it's like a 7th level spell.
9, 2,
12th
5,
level spell.
6.
For a sorcerer wizard, it is 6.
Ah. Is it 7 for any other spellcasters?
6 or 5.
Oh, 6 or 5, so I was off by 1.
Okay. So,
That's why 5th edition
if
is better.
the highest possible
So that's a level.
spell the dragon
He
could
was
cast.
an imposter. Oh my god, that red dragon was an imposter.
So,
He's
how-
definitely asleep
how,
at night.
how could someone impersonate...
Oh, Palmer.
Yeah, exactly.
Or form of dragon.
Or form of dragon, or shape change.
Yeah.
So
Or
the thing you
so
found
it's
also more
dragon
levels.
wasn't actually a dragon. It was something polymorphed into a dragon that retained its spellcasting.
Okay,
And was-
or
was it still
hear me
undead then?
out.
Huh?
He
Would
got
it still
enough
be undead?
XP to level.
It's not undead.
Different dragon.
Oh, okay.
Dude, quick
Just hear me
question
out.
though.
What if the dragon just
Oh,
Honest
the red,
side
the
of the
red,
level.
the red one.
Huh?
Dylan, may I
Yeah,
ask
he
you a
cast
question?
at 5th
If you-
level,
let's
but
say
then
a
he
lich
just kills a
cast
bunch of
polymorph on
gnolls
itself. He's
and
turned into
leveled
undead
up
version
one
of
level,
it,
which
or
is
is it
wrong.
just-
And now
Undead
he
are
does-
immune to
and now he
polymorphing
does 6th
effects, I
level
believe.
stuff.
That's not how that works. That's not how any of that works.
That's 5th edition.
If it requires a
So what? We
con
can't level to get
save,
more spells?
So that
And
red
if it's-
dragon we met was
not
not
you.
actually
I think
a
it has to be
dragon.
harmless
not
and
me.
Fort
effective
saved
object.
and worked on
Once again,
objects.
I'm
Yeah.
doing this in character. Who doesn't understand
Yeah.
magic? I'm a barbarian.
I'm answering you in character, not you. You don't get murdered.
It's okay, little guy. I remember when I had my first beer.
So wait, that dragon wasn't a dragon?
No.
Now,
That was no. It's
Let's
not
drink-
I mean, I
wrong.
wasn't there. I never
Second
saw
one.
it, so
He wasn't a dragon, and he had like nose hairs. Dragons don't have nose hairs.
I'll teach you to use
don't
the sword
Eastern
yet, boy.
dragons have some hair around their nose?
No. In his nose. See, it's not too many casters that have been close enough to a dragon to actually notice that there's
No,
no
there's
nose
only one
hairs.
dragon.
They missed that one
He
detail.
missed that one detail, and it just occurred to me.
Dragon these balls.
I'm gonna kill him.
Why do you know so much about dragons?
Huh?
I'm a kobold. Come on.
Yes, he's a kobold.
Kobolds are
No,
known
hold
to
on.
serve
No, I
dragons.
say like
Oh, okay.
I'm a.
And supposedly kobolds are descended from dragons, I think?
Yes, we are.
What did you just say?
Come on.
Kobolds.
I
sense
am
motive?
very,
Dragons back in
I'm
the day.
very descended from a dragon. Come
He's
on.
very descended from a dragon.
Yeah, so I'd say sense motive or
Emphasis on the distance. in
perception
that.
check
Huh?
on
It's supposed
that.
to be translated.
19.
Not all of us understand Draconic here.
Oh yeah, I am. I'm just speaking to you like from the corner of my
Yeah,
mouth.
me
as
and
he
her have
says.
no idea what the fuck he just said.
Oh, well then I'm
Easier.
speaking a bit
We'll
loudly.
kill.
I have Alec over here translating.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm
I
very
apologize.
loosely
From this
translating
point
for
on, I
him.
shall
Did you
translate
do
for
sense
the
motive or
Draconic.
perception?
That is perception.
I did perception,
Sorry.
so
Gauss's. My brain just went dead.
Come on.
Wait,
All
I
right.
fucking love you.
So then,
Because you're very sharp and
clarification,
small.
Ricardo
Yes.
and Rael. That red dragon was
No.
apparently not a red dragon,
Hit my leg.
I understand Draconic.
but it would still know that the Geos was broken.
Wait,
So
you
whoever
broke
it
it?
was,
Wait, he had a
Yes.
kiosk?
That's what I heard.
I heard kiosk. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
I heard
I
Geos.
broke his
Can we focus?
kiosk.
Can we focus, guys?
geese,
Yes.
no, quest,
Yes.
yes,
I think
quest.
we're
I'll just
focusing.
use quest for you. So yes, but whoever it was knows that that was broken, which
Correct.
means that's a loose end that could bite us later on.
And
And they what was the individual name again with V that worked with that dragon supposedly? He was enchanting the hobgoblins and such.
Yeah.
4?
it was a dragon feeding ground for. It was a dragon feeding
Or-
ground, I believe, as far as we had noticed.
Volva?
Yeah, rock.
The rock?
Wasn't it? Yeah.
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 Now
Whom I'm
for
also
the
going to
No.
kill.
simple
Cool.
question: how do you plan on taking on 300 anything with just 7 people?
fireball.
Sneaking in
Strategy.
and
got fireball
Operation
now?
Valkyrie. I'm working on it.
Now, I would also like to bring the two new party members notice the cadence
Who?
request.
Ah, yes, our,
Ricardo
our
and Ryan.
employer.
Oh, sorry.
Who has never met who?
Sorry.
Our old
Never signed
employer.
what?
Ah, yes.
Right.
See, we are all under contract to a wizard, who we have found out is more than likely going to betray us. The
He is.
description of the job we were given is false, as proven by the good Lord here. So now we're trying to figure out what exactly we're supposed to do about
Go back.
Yes.
Go back.
Yeah.
Which part?
Tyr?
Yeah, the good
We
Lord
talk about
Tyr
Tyr all day.
The part where he said
Yeah,
seven?
yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
I'm pretty sure there's
So-
8 of us.
I get that you're all about your god, but
So
you meant
an
that
Asher
last
only count
part.
as one.
You
The
know,
last part,
He's,
the
he's,
last.
you know,
It's a
he's just
size
a
thing.
god. He doesn't need to be the good Lord Tyr every time. He could just be, Tyr.
Yeah, like what if he got put in evil Tupperware?
Hold on, great dear. Let me look. He provides a lot of emergency healing. Don't recommend it.
Sounds like someone doesn't need a channel.
Look, it's
I
a
think the
step.
good Lord Tyr, who bestows upon me his magic, would disagree with that.
Plus, it might help you.
Well,
with
I'll
that
tell you
problem, so
what.
let's-
Tyr, if you have a problem with it, clap your hand.
You hear a thunderclap in the distance.
You
He's
know,
always
that's another notch towards
I look
worshiping
outside,
Tyr.
like it's not even. There's.
It was
no clouds.
unseasonably rainy.
Oh,
did say
yeah.
it was
Oh,
unseasonably
counting the
raining.
hits, ignoring the misses. You
Sounds to me like Morden had to step up for him.
the details. But yeah, okay.
Your god
So
only has one
not a
hand,
dragon,
you feel
still
bad
a
about
problem.
this.
Caden
He's not
hired
a
us to find the sword of air.
No.
I have a question.
No.
Well, actually,
No.
decoy and provide any information.
But
you
I'd
find.
also like to bring that up. We were supposed to be decoys.
Say
to
that
the
louder for the people in the back.
Yeah,
You're
the
not
decoy.
supposed to tell
Use that
people about
decoy.
the Sword of Air.
Thank you.
So how are we supposed to ask about the sword of air if
We're
we're not?
not-
You're
Supposed
not supposed to mention it.
I don't recall that being part of the deal.
Wait, we're not.
Was
you guys
it?
aren't supposed to mention the Sword of Air?
No, we're just not supposed to tell them it's our quest. We can ask for information, but we can't say, hey, we're on a quest for
And you
Caden.
can't
Find
tell
some
any
there.
information you've learned to people outside of the keys.
Right.
Hey.
So,
So
only
we'll be
bring it
I
stopped,
can share information
literally
about
from
the Sword
saying
of
it,
Air.
or we'd be hurt.
No, no,
You'd
no.
be hurt.
But I haven't been hurt yet.
That's the point. But we
So-
were given a
But
mission.
so now the sword of air is the hand of Hecate, if I remember this correctly.
Yeah, that's what we just learned recently.
Get him.
No.
He didn't say it, he just confirmed it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it sounds to me like the only loophole you have on this is that me and that can talk about this sword of air thing as much as we like.
Did anyone say?
But we can't get any new information we don't already know from you 5.5 people.
But we can still say we're seeking information on the sword of air.
Alright, so you can interrogate, but you can't. So before any new information is gathered about this item we're clearly helping you find, you need to bring one of us upon that inquisition so that way we can learn this information with you. Otherwise, we will not be able to have access to that information.
Yes.
Now the question is, do we work to break the guys upon us? Because
Well, I mean, we've
We
had
do
one
know-
move before,
Yes.
so it'd be wiser to break it so this way we're not bound by it and any other problems.
but do we want to alert Caden to the fact we are breaking the guys?
Well, I mean, it could be a side effect from like a
I
break
don't-
enchantment and we didn't realize it happened.
How about
Do we want to tell him what we've learned,
No.
or a little bit?
Because that'd be breaking the
No.
guys.
He's got to be no.
I do want to say.
I think when he means him, he means Caden.
Oh, tell us what you know about Cadence.
Status report.
That one.
We can also go see Sorton as
Good.
How-
About
Yeah, as directed.
I have many questions I would like to ask.
Go ahead. We'll
Uh,
answer them best we can.
outside of character, what?
That's many go.
How much? How much? No. How much information would I know about Sword?
About Sorton?
Yes.
Little to none.
Little to none.
His name is Sword.
We just know he's a really cool guy.
You're not even sure you're spelling
Necromancy,
sword
has a tower on the coast. Hell, he might stay on the way down to Bard's Gate.
There's no like. There's
He's
no
a
like
big pawn because-
rumor of his interests or notabilities and notorieties of him.
First time we said it.
Um,
35%.
Not well. I mean, you could. have heard that he's mostly interested in dragons.
Okay.
Interesting.
Wait,
So,
did he send us to the Howling Fortress?
no, he might have been the dragon you guys encountered.
No, Elisa.
Yeah, no,
From
the-
Elise sent you to the Howling Fortress.
I didn't go to the Howling Fortress. That's
Yeah.
why I'm asking.
Right.
Yeah, no, that was a different contract. It's more of a personal and complete job.
It's just
Which one?
So you wouldn't know anything really about
they
Sorton
turn a
except
lot of contracts.
No, no.
the talk of the town that you maybe have heard in passing is that he's mostly interested in dragons. Caden, same thing. You probably wouldn't have heard too much about him. The most you would have heard is he's interested in the Burning Wastes, which is up here.
Basically, you've heard of the guys, but not enough to be like
Yeah,
that and other. No, I've come across that name before.
yeah.
No, that alludes to me not being able to ask my second question.
Any others?
Well, the second question I was going to ask. I can't even ask.
Does it make sense?
Because
That.
it wouldn't make sense to ask.
Okay.
Yeah. So we have that. We have Caden's quest for us for being a decoy.
Now, the question with that particular topic is,
Uh-huh.
where does that group think we are? Because the last time we were even known about is in Elise. Then we teleported out. Then we teleported back.
Why don't you just say
Something
you're
tells me they
closer-
heard about Glavir.
Technically, we haven't contacted Caden at all this whole time.
So
We've
should
been
we,
gone for about
Months.
3.5 months.
A little
Not
more.
even 3.5. A little over 3.
Contact him?
I think we've been traveling more than
How
3
many
Nine-
more
9 days.
sending do we have?
97 days.
90.
99 or
Did you
97?
find something on the sword?
99 days. So,
Technically, we did. We found it.
assuming 30-day months, you're on your 4th month.
By
yeah.
technicality, anything we
Which is
find
why
out
we
about
keep
Sword
an
is new
neurologist.
information to us that
Thank
we're
you for
supposed to
doing that.
report to him.
3rd month.
Yeah, we have a
26,
report to him
9,
because we
starting
found out
4th.
from
Yeah, you're
through
in your third.
Commune of Tyr
Good luck.
that there is a traitor amongst his little circle.
No, they're all traitors. That was what we had
I
learned.
thought
Roll an intelligence check.
I've only confirmed one was a traitor.
2, potentially.
5.
From what you remember, you suspect all of them were traitors, and that you are not. You are being.
Do I remember specifically though that the cleric himself was a traitor? Because I would have made
Yes.
that note of that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because Father Mallory and you, Father Mallory is also a cleric here.
Yes.
Yeah, and he
and
stole
I-
from the shop I was working at.
and
You remember that, yeah?
Do you tell me about that?
Yeah, I would mention Father I was a Tyr, but it was weird because when I said, "Hey, go ahead
Did
and
you just
take
say-
this,"
Did you just say a good lord of Tyr stole?
Yes.
And how does Tyr?
Yeah, well, basically, I was working at a shop before I joined with these guys, and some thugs came in, took care of them, not a problem. Father Mallory was in there at the time and offered me this job, and he wanted to get some supplies. I told him the ones on the other shelf were the better ones, and he just took them and then left.
See now that
Which, looking back now that I've known you, Grandier, I
Evil.
realized that's kind of odd. I didn't dabble
Yeah.
too much with the Church of Tyr,
no
but
good respecting cleric of the good Lord Tyr would ever steal from a hard-working shop owner.
did you
Just
wait?
trying to raise
wait,
his family.
Did he just take that sword from the temple?
I was gifted.
I know, I'm just teasing. But yeah, no, you are
I
right.
don't know. I feel
We
rough.
did at least suspect Father Mallory something was up, and there's alignment. What he was shooting for didn't align with Caden and what he wanted and with what Tyr wanted. There was a lot of weird stuff we learned from that, and then we found out recently from the demigod that Caden's not a normal human wizard by large means, and somehow maybe can I say that without being hurt for the quest? That he's connected to the sword?
Connected to Sorton or the sword?
The sword. Well, we basically learned in
That
Temple
would
of Ra.
be new information.
Or if I
No,
said,
they were
better
there when
yet,
it was said.
There-
I
there
say
was-
that.
Yeah,
Do I feel any pain?
Yes, your hands start hurting.
No, that's a different pain.
Then suddenly, circle of death casts around you, so that you die and everyone who heard it dies.
That poor
What?
hard maid.
Don't give him.
no, because they would have already died.
Okay. Testing the waters.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, but
it sounds like a dealing thing.
I would like to say
It's like a
where
motif
that
in this
group
campaign.
is.
I got an idea. Why don't you write it down? Show it to me.
I would like to know
Wait.
that group that was chasing after us. Who exactly were they aligned to?
We never found that group.
Yes, but if they were chasing after us, they were against Caden. But was it Sorton chasing after us, or was it just another party to begin with?
Well, if assuming that was even truth, because if I remember right, Father Mallory told us that.
And he could have lied.
It was not Father Mallory.
We know nothing.
It was the half orc not Uruk Low.
I was gonna say it.
But remember in Bard's Gate,
Oh, my
one,
book's in the
as you
car.
were being gifted tokens before your journey began, he gave a hunting knife to Yawa Nakamori
Yep.
and whispered to Yawa that you
You're
were being hunted.
Oh, being hunted? I thought you said
You were
followed.
being hunted.
Oh.
The
Yeah.
hunting knife is a location charm.
Yeah,
It's
no,
how it travels.
well then,
We don't have
technically
any
a certain person in the water has that. But no, we never had any group come after us from Bard's Gate. We ran into those bandits, but clearly they were just bandits on the road.
Yes. So where are they at this moment? And are they following us?
We
Still.
don't know. Like, I don't think of the means to scry even if we knew who they were.
Mm.
Either way, that's another thing we have going on, supposedly.
I thought we killed them all.
No.
Not you killed all the bandits. You did not kill the party that was following you.
Okay.
Because we never met them.
You haven't encountered them yet.
And
They even
suspiciously,
exist.
some people join us. No.
Now, I would actually think sending a message and seeing what we get back would be a good idea.
How about
To
you do
Caden?
No, wait, we
Yes.
did contact Kaden.
New wand,
once.
who dis?
Yes, but very early on. If we contact him now, we could probably get some information based off maybe anything.
So
Why not
if I
just
call
send it
Caden
back?
and tell him,
But he might.
technically, tell him the information we learned, and repeat the information that he's already told us, like, oh, so hey, because
Hold
of
on.
this.
I'm going to interrupt you, but I'm going to do it deliberately. Remember, sending is limited to 25 words.
Yeah, that's right. Never mind.
Also, we need to be deliberate with the information that we give him,
And make it coherent, too.
because it's a rate note, because it's a race, and we're winning currently.
I guess he doesn't know that.
Well, we don't know. I mean, I get your point, and I think we are winning. We've gotten a lot more information. I mean, heck, Alec, you found information in Bard's Gate that, in all his research there, he missed completely.
Mm-hmm.
Granted,
We
it was just a
have-
at least
parchment,
you
a note in a
think.
book, but
They don't. They don't
We
even.
have the books he wanted.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't have them. We have them.
we have locations of potentially where the books are.
Books are.
We don't
have.
They're like right here. She's got them.
Not those books.
Not the books that we need.
They're written in the language of Sem.
Just shag
We're looking
You just
for-
recovered them from the temple.
Yeah, we're looking
Yeah.
for the
Yeah.
Shag
Wait.
Symposium,
He
Shagasapondium.
probably wants those books.
Shagasapondium, and the Tongue of Ra.
Wrong.
Yeah. See? She's got them.
The tongue of Ra, not the tome of Ra.
Oh, I have the jar.
Oh, I
man.
thought I meant to say tongue, but I said tongue.
But okay, see, that's my point. Though.
But yes,
She's
we
got
are
one.
ahead.
We
Rael
were
is
just in
correct.
the
We
Temple
are
of Ra.
ahead in
Why
this
did we grant
race.
it out of his mouth? Why did we-
But
So, how about this? When you send the message, say, uncovered new information about some the Tomb of Akabakar, correct? You guys were looking for that?
Mm-hmm.
Alright,
Yeah.
say it's in a location that is completely away from where we need to be going.
Yes, but then we'd be lying, and he could check that. Couldn't
well,
he?
he was at the Wizard's Wall. They're
We
heading
know
towards
he
the
gets
Wizard's
this
Wall. We
loaded
last
with
knew.
So send them south.
So, remember, there was another group of Caden's henchmen building off this,
Yeah.
going to the
Huge
Wizard's Wall
followers.
out here, and you guys are currently here.
Yeah, he
So that's
says it.
several thousand miles away.
Yeah, but there's also teleport. I don't want to give Caden reason to come to us right now, if possible.
That's
'Cause
fine.
He is an archmage, and teleportation is probably a parlor trick for him at this point. Especially since he seems to
We
be
don't have to-
more than just what we thought.
We don't have to lie, but we don't have to admit all
Tell
the
the whole
truth.
truth.
Why even call him at all?
And that's my point. I don't
I'm curious
give
if
reason to
he'll
contact
Because
mention-
it's
Well,
been a
remember-
long time since we've talked to him, and we.
And he
And
comes to check in on
he's-
us during a
Most
certain
importantly, you guys would all remember, he's willing to pay handsomely for information.
that we don't want to give him.
I'm
You
not
guys-
that much of a dragon.
So
He might
as a
think we're
vote,
dead.
let's say as a vote, who agrees to message Caden?
I don't know if we
Raise
should. or
thy
not.
hand.
And I don't know if
All
that's
right.
a good or
Uh,
bad
Lord
idea.
Maiden,
idea.
I appreciate the drinks, but you're not part of this group.
That's Uru.
This
Low
is
reaching his hand
Asher.
out the bag.
Asher's
Oh.
paw.
Yeah.
So as that
As he
vote
rolls on his
goes,
back to get his belly rubbed.
as that vote goes, we will not message Caden.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Not yet. So no messaging Caden at this moment.
Yeah, let's.
How about? Sorry. I don't
No,
know.
actually, go ahead. I'm gonna put my thoughts together.
How about we do one of three things? We go for the Tongue of Ra, or we go for the Shagasapondium, and see if we can get either one of those.
Mm-hmm.
If we do, then we message Caden saying that we've gotten the other.
Well, then he's gonna come for them.
That's fine. But we send him in the place that we aren't. he has to spend time looking for the other thing.
Upon
we
our
are
contracts.
we are ahead.
You don't know.
We're not ahead
May I,
when we give him the stuff.
I know enough about scrying to know that us writing upon the contract would be enough to scry upon, correct?
Yeah, he can scry on you pretty much at any point he wants right
he
now.
knows where we are.
He's
the
probably
problem is if we
listening to
alert
this
used it
conversation
too
right
much.
now.
Yeah, he can listen to us at any time. The thing we need to do is give him enough information where he doesn't keep looking.
There's not a finite amount of information you can't or can give him. Sorry.
25 words.
Again, you can or can't give him that won't, one, pique his interest, and two, demand for the rest.
Actually, that
You
brings
just
me
heard
question.
about this guy.
Grenadier Alec, you two,
know so much about
and actually, Gus, you're pretty good with magics. And he said you might know more divine magics too. Scrying is divination type magic. I'm not as familiar with it, but would we know if he was scrying on us?
We most certainly would.
Most certainly.
Cobalt.
Cobalt.
Because if that's the case, then I've never felt being scryed on. But I agree. I don't want to draw Caden's attention too early.
Feels like bed lice. Have
And
you
at
ever
the same
felt that
time-
bed lice feeling?
Yeah,
Then we've been scried upon.
I haven't felt that feeling, so. But I
No.
know what you're talking about.
So then no, we haven't been scried.
My question though is if he
We gotta
if we
succeed
wait,
on a will save, so we'll know if.
If we wait
Well,
too
we
long,
will- we might
the
know, we
question
might
is,
not.
will he get curious what we are doing?
Then why don't we just go for the information, let him scry on us, and then have him race?
I
Well,
also
if
think
we
that
tell
he,
him now what information we have, it will give us a longer amount of time before he gets curious.
I also
It
think he would
might
contact
not.
us.
If Caden's as powerful as you all say he is, he
Yeah, he
might
is.
just appear at the snap of some fingers.
And it's better to tell him now while we have nothing
And
than
that
when
was
we
the
do
point.
have something.
You don't have nothing.
Yes,
you
but we
have-
do not
you
have
have
physical items for him
finite
to
in-
take.
You have finite information of where things can be.
Which he
That's
gets too fast.
dangerous.
He's
We do
busy
not-
doing his own thing.
We do not have to tell him those things.
I agree with Grenadier. If we do contact him before we have the books.
Because think, if we contact him while we
Roll
have the
knowledge
books, he'll
arcana.
just pop in, and there's nothing none of us could do. We've
So
been
you should
around
say
him
big
for
well said.
a few moments, and I know he could destroy every one of us.
31.
Okay, so you know several things. First and most importantly, the spell scrying entitles you a will save. It has little to no limitations on the target, but your familiarity with the target will affect the DC of that will save.
Basically, because he's met us,
And
he's
we
talked
signed
to
this
us,
contract.
he can pretty much use it as. He knows where it's easy. For
There's a
him
good
to-
chance he's
Well-
looking right now and we don't know. What you're saying.
No.
No.
There are several loopholes to this. If you scry an unintended object, the spell automatically succeeds. If you scry a tended object, the bearer of the object uses their will save as a substitute for the items. For example, if he was to scry the cart, he could see everything the cart could see in a certain diameter and hear everything that the cart could be able to be heard within a certain diameter.
But he doesn't know
Oh my
the
god,
card
he's
or is
scrying
familiar
the
with
Yes, he
donkeys.
He was never
No.
around us.
And how do you know? You weren't there.
He-
I'm suspicious now.
Actually, the cart's
just
been replaced
realized
with
we
the
gotta
wagon.
come
So
on.
the
They're
original
scrying the
wagon
donkeys, because the
is
donkeys
still there.
have their own will, but
Because
they
my
really
my
well.
cart now became a wagon with a whole workshop inside.
So again, coming back to everything and just trying to get through
Well,
this discussion quick.
Hold up. DM
Why?
pause.
Why?
That's the first thing you know.
Okay.
Second thing you know, there are items that allow you to cast things like clairaudience, clairvoyance at a distance and circumvent all modes of scrying. Whereas, if he doesn't know where you are, but he has and he needs to know that idea, he can scry you. And then, from the results of the scry,
Make a general guess.
make a general guess and do clairaudience, clairvoyance. In which case, you get no will save. There are also very powerful objects that allow you to scry without fail,
Of course.
and no will save allowed.
Which charge?
In that case, something like a seeing stone, or some kind of magic, a magic ball that allows you to perform a seance or some kind of seeing ritual. There are even beyond that ways to commune with like air elementals, wind elementals, earth elementals, entities that can see through planes into the plane of shadow, into the prime material, or from the astral sea into the prime material. There are hundreds of ways to look and spy.
He could commune with a god.
Yeah.
You could turn into a mole.
Yeah, I tell them
turn
all that.
invisible
Yeah.
and then
Okay.
spy.
So the
And before we continue, let's
Once
take a quick
again,
break.
And we're back. So we just finished going over some loopholes, over the rules prescribed,
Yes, yes, we do.
and we can come back into conversation with that. So to summarize, Alec would know there are multiple ways to scry on individuals and not really have them know what's going on.
Like, we have to kill all moles now. Come on.
Not gnolls, moles.
Moles.
Fuck!
They're a nuisance anyway.
But what if the gnolls are just a mole for Kate?
Kill them too. I need more.
Either way, I
points.
think the point is hold off on contacting Caden for now. Because honestly, I'd like to meet Sorton first,
No.
since he keeps coming up every time we talk and we come across information. Sorton keeps being mentioned.
Issa asked for clarification if you were technically gassed by Caden, and the answer was no. You
We're just
signed
fine.
a contract.
Oh.
I didn't sign nothing.
Well, there's
Magical
always
contract.
there's always loopholes to contracts.
Yeah, like we
Oh,
never
okay.
signed a contract.
Oh no, I was thinking about Coltrane because he
I
ran
hope I
off,
remember.
so I didn't know if he would have get any
Yeah.
Well,
ill effects from.
Well, actually,
Yes.
Gauss,
Cold.
we're to you if you want to
Coltrane
contribute
was an
anything.
ally who was with us temporarily.
He no longer
he
seeks the sword of
decided
the
this was
air.
too
He
much
seeks
for
the
him.
pyramid of honey dust.
Honestly,
No.
he had a little bit of
I
problem
had an
with some.
epiphany, so I'm just
You can say
They have a
substance
honey
to
to
that.
that.
doing
You can
Gauss
say
things,
substance abuse.
and that was my
What's
turn.
your epiphany?
No, it's like it's a player character. You know what I mean?
The player has
The
Share.
player had
Do you
an
want to
epiphany.
share with the table?
No.
Okay.
You find 3
So
letters. Do you want
innocent,
to share
is
it? No.
Ricardo, anything to contribute?
Squiggly laugh.
He's
Okay.
so-
So here's what I'm thinking.
That explains the smoke.
Siege weapons.
Okay.
That's how we take on the 300 gnolls.
Okay.
Once we decimate the gnoll population to the point of disorganization,
Mm-hmm.
a 7-man team working in tandem should be able to take them apart rather effectively. And once we control the top level, we make them come up to us. We do not go down to them. We don't want to fight on their terms.
Yeah,
we
we need
want
to
them
clear
fighting
out
on
top
ours.
first.
Open combat.
Good idea. We'll
And
work
then,
on that.
So, plan A, we need some type of flying ability. Maybe a balloon with a basket under it. Something like that.
Maybe. Yes. Yeah.
To drop alchemical items down upon them.
Like alchemist fire. Yes. Yes.
Yes.
I like the idea. Yes.
Or we polymorph in spiders and sneak our way in.
Yeah.
I mean,
Whatever.
Hey,
if you
divide
want to
and
do it
conquer.
the boring,
That's probably the best
If we
idea.
are truly getting that kind of money for that sword we found,
yes.
the other thing we may want to look into is maybe a wand of fireball. I've seen what fireball can do up close. It's dangerous.
It is
and in a
dangerous.
large group, it could be even more dangerous.
And they did bunch up when they were attacking.
I'm not a fan of wands.
Uruglow.
They blow up.
Glow! But yeah, so if we can get a wand of fireball to be able to
Yes.
have a little area control, we might be able to take the keep if we hit them when they aren't expecting it.
Why are you guys so fixated on taking this cube?
Because that's what they asked me to help them with when they said, hey, do you want to join our team and help us with something?
They made us
So
look
that's
bad.
the problem in which I'm trying to solve.
I don't mind going back and kicking their ass.
Plus,
And there's some really good things there.
Because I believe the statement was, hey, we are adventuring to go after a Howling Fortress. Would you like to assist us? Not, do you want to help us get the Sword of Air? Not, do you want to help us get around Ovo Novo and his finger of butthurt? It was this.
yeah.
So that is the problem in which I, the barbarian, is trying to solve, and I'm going to do it.
Basically, somebody hired us to go there, save a bunch of people from torture and
of course,
death.
they're probably dead by the
And the things there kicked our ass, and we got the fuck out.
Besides,
There
how
you
much a
So,
fortress is
we're
actually
gonna go
worth.
back. If there, by any chance, anybody left survived, we can at least get them and kill all the fuckers that made us look bad.
Not to mention a place that heavily fortified would no doubt have resources that we can use for and
And
information possible.
it's strategically located near
Yes.
The Burning Wastes.
It's my pride.
I mean, oh wait, that's the other thing. You know how much a fortress is actually worth if we sold it?
5, 10,
There's one thing a
maybe
wizard
20.
has. It's his pride.
Actually, would general maps include that region? Sen just wouldn't be on a map. It would just be
Correct.
like Burning Wastes.
Yeah.
So we
It
would
just be
know
Burning
that the
Wastes.
fortress would be built into the mountain that's next to the Burning Wastes.
It's
Maybe.
not totally adjacent to it. 'Cause
Yeah.
Howling Fortress is up here.
Oh,
The
yeah.
Burning Waste is down here a couple
Maybe
hundred
a chasm.
miles. But it's definitely a better staging point than, say, Canton Light.
Yeah. Not to mention the
Unless we were
resources
going by
found
boat.
there.
Correct.
Potentially information, which would be like I mean, heck, we found a manor on our way out of town, and it had information that was unexpected.
Yeah.
Granted, astromancy, not
So
anybody.
so let me weigh out these options. We find an ancient relic that was more than likely going to be used for nefarious purposes, and
Already
and you know we could prevent that,
I believe it
possibly
already
gain
is.
some fame, infamy, and money. Or we chase a personal grudge.
It's not just personal.
Or
grudge,
we
there's
do
a lot
both.
Of things there too.
There's actually money and fame in that one.
Yeah, all the other things minus the one artifact is all in that pile too.
Well,
All right. I'm
Yeah,
gonna answer that
also
with 3 words.
I'll say
Bradley the Baker.
I'll say this as Dungeon Master.
Yes, Dungeon Master.
As the right hand of Hecate, if there was ever to be a repository of information about evil artifacts, Murgard would be it.
Yeah.
I say
Which
that
is another
that
name
all
for
of
Howling
that
Fortress.
came out
Yes.
of Alex's mouth with his accent.
it so much more
everything accent.
eloquent,
This is his
Alex, in
accent.
that
I'm not
moment.
making
Look,
one. Yeah, that's
You're
what it
throwing
is.
a lot of big words around, Alec. I'm gonna take it as disrespect. That's all I'm
Because you don't
saying.
understand it.
Exactly.
May I
We're
restate
not-
what he
but-
said then? We take the
But
fortress.
I
for
am all
information.
about taking this
I think there's a
Muragar
base
thingy
advantage in-
after we've taken the Howling Fortress.
It's the same.
And not to mention, if
Gotcha.
there's anything
Deal.
that you seek, you form a group that can help you with that. As we all have our own
Well,
individual
with
goals.
that, do we want to segue into conversations about personal goals?
Yes. I'm gonna
Bradley
conversation.
the Baker.
Council
No,
conversation. Do we move to another
Tom
topic?
Selleck.
No,
Sure. Let's branch. Let's segue
So-
into
Okay,
They don't
so
understand.
here's what we do: we kill his wife, we kill his dog. Does he have a dog? We buy him a dog. We kill the dog.
Then we got John Wick.
No, we get Bradley the Baker.
I know,
He'll
that
just
was
send me
really-
a nice loaf of
That was a
rye
nice
bread.
silver sword.
But it
He
turns
might
out
need
it's
a John
sourdough.
Wick.
We'll get the attention more.
So who would you like to start?
The
Council
council.
like-
He did. Ricardo
The council
started.
would like to start?
Yes.
Alright, then I will start with Iso.
Well, someone's not on the couch tonight.
Is there anything you want to disclose about your backstory?
Nope.
Maybe have them help you with?
Actually, Issa, your transformations was a little pained. I mean, I've seen magic before from others who transformed, and it didn't seem to look like that. As
She looked fine to me.
everything okay with that? As someone who is mutating, I actually have an understanding of that.
Somebody's what?
Molting.
You just say crystal.
Puberty.
It's like that scene from what was it, Terminator, where he cuts his like
Yeah,
his
pretty
skin off
much.
of his flesh and
But it makes really cool lights.
You should get that looked at.
I'm trying to.
It's a good mission I have under control.
That's a good answer.
So she has.
I feel like Van would have to respect that answer.
Van does.
So she has no
Yeah.
no defining traits like outside. She has no defining traits or characteristics of a druid.
Lightly pointy ears.
no.
No.
You don't
Not
have
really.
to-
She doesn't dress like a. She doesn't dress
No?
like she's a.
She's just probably like a beastmaster ranger type.
Yeah,
we've
she's
seen
dressed
some.
more like a ranger.
I mean,
Actually-
I've never seen her wild shape or anything. So I personally do not.
She's actually dressed like she's
I
a
did. I watched you turn into a swag.
like a military ranger. Like she's got decent equipment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We are of the same status.
Yeah.
Yeah, you probably recognize that
I gathered
immediately.
that much.
Yeah.
Would you be mad if I asked that question in character?
Find out. Do it and find out.
Gotta wait till it's your turn.
You are willing to explore that hypothesis at your own accord.
You mean your own peril?
Yeah.
Mess around and fuck off.
What kind of elf are you? I'm the.
Fuck around and mess off?
Nah,
Yeah, something like
I'm the fuck you kind of elf.
So yeah, do you ask her?
Snow elf?
No.
Grendier?
The council.
The council. Trust me. Amongst
me,
themselves.
man.
I believe
It's at this point
we
you want
as
to
the
get
most
up and go grab a
powerful
drink.
individuals in this game. I mean, sorry.
Life group.
Ally? What's the word we're looking for?
Commanders?
Future great
Comrades.
Comrades, yeah. You. Clearly the only one with leadership capacity. I believe we need to think about the future beyond this group, when we have our own soldiers to command.
I like where you're going.
He keeps on being baby.
What is
What's he
that
saying?
plan, my friend?
My plan is to be charismatic. And I want to whip out my flute.
You can't do that in a bar.
Discreetly, and then put it away.
Mm.
That will attract followers, and you spread to them the good word here, that we might have little clericlings come out to follow us and heal us.
I think they
as
call
we do
that
battle.
marriage.
I've never heard a greater plan in my life.
Come out.
We shall use the most powerful magic of all.
Mine.
Exactly.
Oh, okay. So you guys say that at the table.
Yeah.
We're whispering to one another.
Yeah.
But I didn't hear a
Like,
I didn't hear a thing he
yeah.
said.
Well,
We're both pretty drunk
Either
at
of
this
them, because they
point. We're
both
both
speak
tiny.
Draconic.
Ah, yeah, if they're speaking Draconic, I have no idea what was just said.
Yeah.
People at the bar looking at us as we just rasp and growl at each other for like, what? Yeah, we look like normal drunk people.
You know?
Yeah. I mean, we're definitely like, they're like, are they so drunk that they're not even speaking words anymore?
Yeah, that's what I
Those
said.
two
This
make
is
it
my
too
5th
comfortable.
drink by now, and so I grab him. What
Gals.
he's saying is,
I actually
and
wanted
I
to
just say
ask
everything
you,
that they've been saying in Draconic again, and I don't
that
translate
egg
it
you
at all
had
for
before.
Huh?
That egg you had before.
Mittens.
Mittens!
Why was that?
Wait, we're going out for
special to you?
eggs?
Mittens!
Why was that special to you?
It is mine, my own. My mittens, my precious.
It seemed
sorry for your
quite
loss.
large for a kobold egg.
And
Oh, so you're a kobold anatomy expert, are you? Spending a lot of time in the kobold brothels, have you been?
what's he
The
saying?
egg was as big as your
Shameful.
stomach.
Shameful.
I may have
Dave.
dabbled.
Wait, wait.
You're missing his eggs.
No, but I'm
Or he-
familiar
he
with
said it
different
the big egg we
creatures.
found was his.
Things could be harvested, so I've seen
That's why
some
he
things.
walks funny.
What?
I've
Probably.
harvested some things from different creatures, so I'm a little familiar with different.
You trying to harvest some eggs, friend? Kobold?
Guy?
Pal?
I have no need
I'm
for
not
the
your
eggs,
guy,
and
buddy.
especially those eggs are important to you. So I would know.
Wait.
I'm just merely asking because your reaction to that egg when you found it was
Mittens.
mittens.
It's mine. No one shall touch it.
Oh, really?
Understood.
Where is Mittens?
Except, yeah. No one, yeah, but you don't know that.
Yeah, you have no idea what he's saying right now. I am repeating what he's saying just in Draconic.
It's just so like natural for you to do that. You're just like
It's like an
joke,
echo.
man.
Surround sound.
You get like every once in a while, there's a random common word.
Cobalt.
okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
Do you have any more of such eggs?
What a curious question.
Well, if you need help finding them, you know you have allies with that. That's all I'm pointing out.
I mean,
I will recover my clutch and slay everything that comes near them.
Wait. Clutch?
Yes, that is the word.
That is the
That
word.
is the term.
No. It's just
But he said my
my
clutch.
clutch.
would it be locate object or locate creature?
Yes.
Can I roll a sense motive on that?
Yeah.
I can only drive
You
an
can
automatic
smell the
horse.
bloodlust from that statement.
I will slay.
22?
Actually,
I'm not being deceitful.
Right. I mean,
Well,
he says my clutch, so you maybe get
It's
the
a clarification.
clarification. He thinks the eggs are his.
would
I
a
could possibly find
22 in nature be enough for me to realize that
Hold on.
that size egg is appropriate for a kobold or not?
Whether or not it's appropriate sized, I'll say is nature. Yeah, it's much larger than it should be.
Okay.
To actually identify it, you would
Oh,
need
yeah,
an
The egg
arcana.
itself in there.
Yeah, which you do not have access to.
Maybe they used enlarge object.
At the
Yeah.
moment.
But what were you gonna
It-
say?
Maybe we had, how roll a knowledge kobold society. How monogamous are kobolds? During the egg-laying season, do we have, enlarged creature?
I rolled a 10
28.
knowledge local.
Knowledge kobold?
Sure. He's trained.
15
in
on the die though. But
It would just be knowledge arcana.
Well, you
oh,
can
knowledge
roll
arcana? Yeah,
massive-
28 then.
What?
It's knowledge arcana
28.
because they're draconic.
What?
Lou is trying to protect
No,
his
no.
backstory.
No.
Oh, can I look
Wait,
that
help
up,
me,
man?
I'm talking about kobold monogamous behavior.
You're thinking
When I
more probably
said-
local.
Knowledge arcana.
When did we
Because
start
that's
talking
the-
about wood?
No, they're magical
Oh, 2
beasts.
minutes ago.
They're dragons.
They're
It's-
not
Same
beasts, they're
monogamous.
sentient life forms that are
That's-
that
super
makes it
definitely
knowledge arcana. If you were trying to identify the mating rituals of like
Yes.
a bullet,
Deep
then it would be
rich
knowledge
knowledge.
nature.
It's the
The
skeleton
nature
all
of the
over
bullet?
again.
Yeah.
You know the burrowing land shark?
Oh. No.
No.
I'm not a druid.
Then
How about a nice displacer beast?
Yeah, thank you.
But Van
displacer
would,
beasts are also magical beasts, so it would also be arcana.
Alright,
But,
well
like,
then you know that kobolds are not, or maybe sometimes monogamous, and sometimes totally they just get in giant kobold
Yeah.
orgies and can have more than one.
yes, I'm just letting you know. I got your back on whatever you're doing with the eggs. Okay?
Unless you're trying to reinstall.
I do know the defensiveness of all that. But I got your back.
Then you will aid me in slaying Varrock.
Of course. He gets in our way,
I don't
he
know
has
the
to
thing
go.
you just said.
He's in the way. Come out. He's in our way.
Then he
Come
has to
out.
go.
Well, then let's crush him.
I got a spell that
I
could
grind
find
ring-
something within 600 feet.
Come out. What?
I can find your eggs as long as they're within 600 feet.
So are we talking about ordering?
Are you threatening my clothes? I take another drink.
I mean, I was gonna try to help you find it.
Sense motive.
Going after something.
If you're drunk.
Let me sleep. He is drunk.
Nice.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
I think there might be a lizard.
He did return.
I had no proceed.
Being
I have found
Yeah,
eggs.
19.
modest.
Okay. Yes. Yes.
No.
And you too, honorable Alec, shall help me slay.
I mean, it's 250 gold piece scroll.
I mean,
No, you don't
it's
wanna
not within
translate for me
600 feet of where we are
before.
now, so you probably wouldn't want to use that.
Oh,
but-
no, we're not. Oh, no, I'll copy it in
I
the
mean,
spell
you don't
book.
know that.
Did you get it?
Yeah, no, I don't. There's only one way to find out.
Is it for you're a good
Which you'd
player?
encourage him to do.
Normally. But later.
Normally. Oh, he's grown.
So are we ordering eggs or what?
I mean, did you guys want eggs?
Wait, we're all
I don't
speaking
say that in
Draconic.
Draconic.
Right.
Yes, I don't speak Draconic, but I
I
had somebody
did,
say
I translated
eggs.
one thing for him. I said, he said something about a big egg being his. And that was the only thing I said about it, just so all he knows is we were talking about eggs.
So omelets?
He is seeking his clutch.
So
So if you come across large eggs,
Oh,
preserve them.
to serve them?
Preserve them.
Oh. You know,
Hello.
I would recommend a nice polish. Something for marble, maybe. Does he understand Con?
No.
Ah,
He says you should polish your eggs with something marble or something.
100%. Marble polish on an egg and make it shine real nice.
They know
I want to make your egg shine.
They know too much. Kill them.
I know they do.
I'd play Pokemon.
Jamie cheated. He will
I died twice already.
Such a great transition. I love it.
Kill him. I gotta stick an armor for now.
Carrying on.
Yes.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
I'm gonna like in front of you, while still, casting the spell so the DC applies. Cast message, like right in front of you though. I'm gonna be like, yes, this is your god, Spider God. You will find the eggs and slay Varrock. Your Spider God commands you.
Come on.
I respond under
Rolled
my
an
breath
11.
in Abyssal. Basically saying, of course, kill them all. Wait, I don't know if you speak Abyssal.
No, but
Then that's what you
I
think,
appreciate the intonation.
Yes.
I speak Abyssal.
Yeah, you probably.
I mean, DC 25 listen check.
Tis a silly place.
Perception check.
That's the evening. Your sword training starts in the morning.
No.
How do you like it?
Alright then. No one sees.
I don't do good with knives and things.
Okay.
Like that. Swords.
Is that Gels?
I know how to do
And
one
you
thing with a
perceive
knife, and
all
that's
of
it.
this.
Ricardo
being said.
and Alec, do you guys have anything to contribute?
I once
No.
personally had a very nice, wonderful falchion that was silvered and it was perfect. And it was stripped away from me unjustly. And I wish to regain this item back and kill the man who did it.
I know this pain.
Who? Wait.
His name is Bradley. He is a baker.
My friend.
And a thief! He's a thief!
You can't
I
lose
know,
something
Brad.
unjustly if you got it unjustly.
No?
Once again, it was a spoil of combat, and I achieved victory in that combat and took my spoils. And then it was stripped away from me.
It was not a
Unfairly.
pronounced combat. You're in an area of peace.
Yeah, I know.
I
Brad
think
is a
when both
maker.
weapons are
As they
drawn and an
argue.
attack has been made and
I
the other
fully
person
agree
drops,
with
that's
that.
combat!
He was pulled from his back.
But you,
I did not stab him in the back.
He stabbed him in the street, took his sword.
You pulled his sword
It was
off.
weird.
He didn't ever pull it. I don't think.
He
Barely
pulled
wanted
his
the sword.
weapon and he
Yeah.
died holding his weapon,
Polite.
and then I picked it up
I
and then
will
we
say
killed him.
And then he's
he
gonna wait
pulled
for
his
us. He's
weapon
a little more
because
the
you
wild
pulled
man
your
This-
weapon and
kind of thing.
stabbed him.
So he
This-
understood a combat was in place.
This
But he's proven
Bradley.
reliable.
And I'm
He's
still
probably
speaking
just
to Colin.
kinda watched
This
before.
Bradley.
So he's gonna be.
I do believe his real name was
Maybe.
Coltrane.
Probably.
Did you tell me what he said?
If he does,
He
it won't
said
be
it one more time.
I said, this Bradley
hope
character
he
that
will.
you see, I
Hope we all
too shall aid you in slaying him. But he also goes by another name and disguises himself well. His name is Coltrane.
I just want to
Odds, hold on. Odds, I tell you what he said.
Kill him.
Tails,
That's
I
a
don't.
17. It's odd.
Right?
Tails?
Yeah,
Evens
odds.
and tails?
Yeah, that's what I meant. You know what I
Odds
meant?
and tails.
Yeah.
Anyway, tell him that I say, does he know what bakers do to eggs?
Is that joke in context?
That is not a joke. That is a statement, an attempt
That's
to
a
deter your
question.
opinion about bakers. Do you know what bakers do to eggs? They
I'll
don't
kill
even
it.
count them right. They count one
You
extra
asked
when
me that, I'll
counting
kill it.
eggs.
Bradley?
Him? Or
Yeah.
him? Okay.
Someone's threatening eggs again.
Yes, the baker. He breaks them and then eats them in bread.
Oh, kill him!
You've eaten
I tell him
bread
that.
before.
As there's like bread on his plate in front of the food he has and just drinks.
Aneurysm.
Cal's not even see us crash.
And if you help me avenge the unrightful
Arrow
theft
for
of
egg
my
not
sword,
found.
I swear by all that is
Plus the
me
speak for that.
that I will kill any enemy that stands between you and your goal, as long as Bradley faces the sword of my justice.
I have to repeat all that to make him think that you still don't understand common. So
I feel like that's what you
Yeah, no,
actually
that's why
said
I'm
in
looking
Cobalt
around.
That's
too.
Yeah, no,
I'm
he's
saying
doing
that
this.
in common
I'm
right
hanging
now,
out.
and wait, hold
We're
on.
sharing a drink
Yes.
with
I know what you're
What?
thinking.
What?
How have we survived
Asher.
this long?
Yes.
Cheers.
yes.
I
I
ask
think the
myself
same
this
thing.
every day.
Yeah.
But you weren't around for all the Bradley stuff, so you have to make
I
a
didn't
decision
hear
for
it
yourself.
I know
I
Brad.
did.
He's a really good guy.
We have more shoes.
All right, outside, let's go.
No, you're not Eliana anymore, okay? You don't have to stay
I came
No.
from here.
We specifically wrote it in his backstory that he knows
God.
Brad.
God! Dear!
Layers upon layers.
Gauss, get him!
Story keeps getting better!
You gotta
Why
remember,
have
I
you
came
betrayed me?
from the same place that you guys came from for the contract. I came from
King
Glivia.
Kong.
I was in the city.
Yeah, he was.
No, it's
in the
because you're at the
background.
center.
So what have you heard about us?
No,
Have
when
you
you
heard
guys
about
when you guys left for
Actually-
Govere to go to the
Temple of Ra.
the Temple
Here,
of Ra,
No,
I
you're
was
good.
I was in
I'm
the
gonna
city.
go back to screwdriver.
Wouldn't I be infamous in the city because of the whole?
Also, yes, I
Disney
actually
crap?
technically know who Grendir is. I don't know what he looks like, but I know who Grendir is.
But now you
Yes.
But now
This
I
is
know.
true.
Now that I know, I'm
He's an
in
assassin
a
here to
party
kill you, Grendir.
with the infamous dragon-aligned
Grendir.
Grendir
Yeah.
Infamous.
and his
council.
gunslinger friend.
He knows the
I don't know
council.
his gunslinger friend. He was gunslinger. His magic wand of fireballs.
My
Coding
Very
friend.
tiny fireball.
that's hidden away in
Bard's Gate.
Look,
Bard's Gate. What was the statue of?
Dionysus.
Okay, that's fine.
God of
So,
wine.
I saw this drow once. I walked into a bar.
Remember those dreams that we were talking about earlier?
He was sitting in the corner,
Hold on.
fiddling with his knife. He was squinting at everybody. And he was sitting in a nice dark corner, right? Looked very suspicious. It was weird. It was weird. Back about that time when I met Bradley.
5, 10, 20.
5, 10, 20 days ago. That time when I met Bradley. See? Thing is though, can't judge a book by its cover. Drow are light sensitive. So he's sitting in that dark corner because it was more comfortable.
Did he
I'm
have goggles on?
Squinting at everybody because his light sensitivity. And that knife, I believe, it was actually a good luck gift from his mother.
No, that knife was used for cracking eggs.
Wow, that's a problem.
I'm gonna kill him!
Because I didn't get these knives from my dad, my mom.
Dude, Dad, you didn't get them from your dad, you got them from your mom.
I did get them from my mother.
Sense motive.
Okay, I'm telling you the truth.
Don't ever talk about a drow's mom, dude.
Why?
I'm telling you the truth. I didn't get
It's a
them
great
from
way
my...
to get your ass kicked.
I got them from my trainer.
That was also your mom.
No.
Come on.
Okay.
All right, let's try to be a little more productive.
I'm telling you what my actual motivation as a character is right now, is to go after
And
Bradley
kill Bradley,
Baker
yeah.
and get that sword back. He doesn't have to die, but I would like to get that sword.
No, I'm pretty sure we
My-
said we're gonna kill him. He can't
I'm
say.
not against killing him, but I want the sword back.
Might I add, Grendir, while they are having this exact
On to
conversation, just to let you know what Grendir is listening in on, he is talking to Asher for the first time. And they're sharing a nice solemn conversation. He has no idea what's going on.
Did you drink the cannabis juice?
And I'm willing to move on
Lots
to
of
Alec
it.
now that you
It's been
guys
a
know
while.
what my goals as a character is.
Alright, so
Alec.
Glad to know he's not paying attention to this. Going over notes and my journal and things like that, I'll look at you and be like, we're going to Bard's Gate, right?
we are making our way back down through a ship, yes.
I don't know if those dreams that I told you about have any bearing on anything, but if they do, there's something I want to check out, and I might need your help with.
Did you
maybe.
sign? Did you
In
sign
Bard's
on
Gate?
with Van about this?
Huh?
Did you
No,
sign
I'm
on?
being open about it.
Okay.
But because you were awake, I figured you might have heard my entire conversation that one.
I was in a trance. Doesn't mean I'm awake.
Well,
I'll
if
help
you heard
you,
it,
but I'd like to make our trip to Bard's Gate in and out as much possible.
well, then it'll be the last night that we're there.
Sure.
We
I know,
might have to-
I
we
know
might
a lot of the
have
back
to-
alleys, how to get around, a little less seen.
If my hunch is right,
What part of Bard's
I'm-
Gate?
Temple Square.
Temple Square.
Okay.
Is that close to where I need to be?
During the night, it's less busy.
It'll be the last night. I might.
You sure you want to do the last
You're
night?
not paying attention. I might have to deface a statue of Dionysus.
The god of tits.
Um, I look. I'm just gonna warn you.
That's why it's still gonna be the last night we're there.
sometimes take that as a slight. There was a There's a story I once read when I was young about this guy. He pissed off a god. Was at sea for 20 years. So we should be careful. Actually, no. Neptune.
If
is a
my
god
hunch
of
is
this world,
right,
Poseidon, yeah.
So the
If
story
my-
might have gotten around.
if my hunch is right,
Mhm.
then I'll have
Either
somebody
face
on
the
my
entire
side that
statue
will take care of it.
or part around it.
I'm pretty sure it's just right in the center about this level.
Like the base of it? Because usually those statues are higher up, right?
Yeah,
So
but
more
it's
of
around
the
the
base?
base. Yeah. It's in the
Okay,
base.
they should be fine then. Just we definitely should be.
Yeah, like I said,
I can provide. Do you want someone to provide a distraction, or do you want someone to?
whatever need I. If we get
As
there
a
and there
form of
happens
small
to be a
crystal,
guard
like, or
walking
do you
around.
want someone to blow up the statue?
No, I have a way of getting my way in there.
Okay. Yeah,
Just
gotcha.
in case guards are walking around, distraction, something
Yeah,
like that.
I can do that.
I might need help.
I got you. We can do that.
Thank you.
No problem.
I wonder what he's doing here on our little quest.
He seems to pay attention to everything you say.
Really?
Yeah?
I ask him, alright, no, yes or no.
He's a spy.
Are you enjoying your time?
He gives you a nod.
I drink. Do you understand me, dog? Wolf.
He
sorry.
nods yes.
Huh.
I just figured something out.
Did you, or you just think?
Are you
No, I think I figured something out.
are you actually a wolf?
He nods yes.
Like that?
Like he's just like, are you
Wait.
Ask him if he can look up.
He speaks Draconic.
I mean, okay, that might have just fucked up what I thought. Never mind.
Yeah, that's why I asked.
What? What?
As you pet the wolf and ask the wolf, "Are you a wolf?" he nods
Well-
yes.
In my turn, this is Steven. If she's me knowing that she has a blood curse and her shit like that, what if she had a family member that got stuck as a wolf and his name is Asher? That'd be cool. That's why my man was like, wow, that'd be
Yeah,
crazy. And
but
then he
no.
asked, "Are you a wolf?" And he was like, "Yeah, I'm a wolf."
This is why I'm
Shit,
going down
okay,
this
never
list
mind.
of
I'm an
questions,
idiot.
Steve. I had the same like.
He's like,
procedure.
I've had the same idea. Shut the
Yeah.
fuck up. Let me do my job.
yeah, doing
You need
doing
to
the
vet
good
that,
work
by
right
the
now.
way.
I can.
So
What I do? Oh yeah, no, all that'll be destroyed, gone. Don't worry about it.
so you know, have you known Issa for a long time?
He nods yes.
When you
He rolls a little farther back
Yeah.
and like repositions his belly for you to start rubbing his belly again. He's like Damien.
He's not like
He
that.
wants belly rubs.
No,
Oh, he don't like it when he gets belly rubs.
he's a wolf.
Wolf's like belly rubs.
He wants ear scratches.
Yeah. I do scratch the back of the wolf's ear.
Well, it's her wolf. She would know what he
Aries
likes
like
and does not.
She would know.
What does he like?
Yeah. You know, I also do whatever he wants because again,
I
his
have to know
charisma's
now.
higher than mine. So
His charisma's higher than mine.
yeah. So whatever he asks, I'm usually gonna do.
Oh, he majestic.
He looks at you just, and automatically wind blows his hair just starts
Yeah.
flowing like this when he
He
looks
gives
at
you the blue steel. Just like, oh, wow.
One look.
Yeah.
No, he
You,
would never
uh,
expose his belly to anybody.
Oh, come
That's the
on.
weak spot.
That's a weak spot.
But to a friend, he's healed Asher.
so have I.
He's a good boy. He's a good boy.
And he gives up.
He's a good boy.
It's
You know,
her
I'm
wolf.
as good as you get at this party.
I know, bro.
All right. Do you have any other questions for the dog?
Do you trust everyone on this group?
He nods no. He gives a fur pump the brakes no.
Like you can make that like.
Who does he not trust? That's the real question.
Can you look at the one you don't trust the most?
He looks at Gauss. He looks at Ricardo. He looks at Alec. He looks at Van. He looks at Rael.
I am touched, dog. You didn't look at me.
Wait,
He's
but
been looking
does
at the whole
dog
time, though.
worship Tyr? And would it consider it?
Asher. Now, I don't know if you're
There's
thought
the
of this.
there's the pitch.
Have you ever thought about the good Lord Tyr?
And you see him roll his eyes.
Yeah, he moves away from it.
No, come back.
Now he's on the distrust
I
list.
have pamphlets.
He shuts the door and goes back to his life.
Well, you see, look, here's how the religion of Tyr actually worked. You see,
Oh,
now
God.
I got picked up with 2 other guys, and now we each need to
Phrasing.
pick up another 3 members of Tyr, and then they are now my distributors, and they get 3 more.
Distributors is another word for pimp. I get it.
Asher, if you come back, I'll get you a
No,
treat.
it's just a multi-tiered religious marketing technique.
Yes.
Probably.
Drink.
If the House of Lady Favors.
Damn it.
Other words
You were
can't be
on
counted.
you were on a good little trend there until
But
you
then it
brought
was
Tyr
good.
into it.
Come on.
But come on, that's
But
Grendir.
you
That's
know that
Grendir.
Grendir would have
No,
been
that was
like,
good.
Yeah, that was as good as a
But
Grendir.
yeah,
Grendir-
most
the
importantly,
Mormon of the sword.
I know
you
the
would
dog
know it.
understands me.
yeah, you know the dog understands common.
Sorry, a wolf. I gotta write that down.
No, no. He understands more than common.
Just
Otherwise
like
he would
That's
They're
trust.
all
boy.
puppies.
I did nothing but
Actually,
look at him.
yeah, you would also then be able to put that together. He
Oh,
also
you can speak
understands.
Draconic.
He would nod. Yeah.
Yo,
I told you
He's
to
talking to me
ask.
again.
734.
Hello. Welcome back. I'll get you that steak.
He-
The biggest steak.
He farts in your general direction as dogs do, and it's rancid.
Mainly
Does it
because
No
smell-
filter.
Does it smell of elderberries?
no.
Dragon fruit.
No.
Because that's not his father.
His mother was a hamster, though.
Hamsters.
All right. So,
Over
are we trying to be productive, or are we still?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think we got as productive as we
Alec,
got.
is there anything
No,
else?
no, I like it. I like it.
Alec, you
So
were
I am
off
back
about
in on the
statue.
conversation since
Anything
Asher has farted at me and left me.
Okay,
I'll get him.
Alec,
one day.
about your statue again.
Just like you.
10:18. We have 34
I
minutes.
said what I had to say about it. I figured it out.
Okay, so you put down what your overall goal for this is.
At least for when we get to the Bard's Gate.
You know.
I need to find
good
the Sword
pump.
of Air for. I need to go
With
after
a
the
good
Sword of
one.
Air. We need
So
to
you're
continue
dedicated
doing
to the Sword of Air, though.
that. Oh, absolutely not.
Okay. Is anyone else?
After Bard's, well, my top priority is me getting my memory back. After that, might as well get the Sword of Air.
Makes sense.
Hmm. Well,
Wait, are you speaking common or Draconic?
Come.
Then I don't acknowledge him.
But you acknowledged all my. We're
Actually,
at
that-
the egg defamation.
That leads me to a question.
You translated.
I know that now you are dedicated to getting the Sword of Air. Is anyone else here dedicated to actually acquiring the Sword of Air?
Will you let me wield it?
Ooh, Isa's hand was up.
Okay, I mean,
Yeah.
do you
Her
want to
right
wield
hand.
it?
Will you let me
Her
wield
right
it?
I
hand.
Yes.
don't use swords. I have no.
Then I'm down to try.
The council has spoken. Unanimously, yet again.
What did you guys say?
Drink.
Issa raised her hand if you were interested in pursuing the Sword of Air.
And there's like, it's your right. The right.
What about you,
hand.
Rayo? Any interest in the Sword of Air itself,
To a point. I have a well,
or just the journey there?
well, I'm not so much interested in the Sword of Air as I am the information that my family member might be interested in, my sister. But things
So
will
he
be going
has
for
his
the rest.
sister.
Okay.
I've got two.
So then we should then continue pursuing the Sword of Air.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll be honest. I'm only interested in the city of Sen and the wildlife that it's there. But I will continue the journey afterwards and continue on with you guys. It's been interesting so far. Not to mention, never would have came across a lot of stuff I'd stayed in Bard's Gate, so that's been a plus.
Hear me, Van.
I do.
I speak to you now. We must
He's
seek
using
out.
a message.
No, I'm speaking Draconic. Yeah, because this isn't a spider.
Yeah.
Which I didn't totally didn't say that. We must destroy the shrines to Tiamat. They are scattered throughout this land, all the way to Sem. We must destroy them as we find them and seek them out.
What did
Tiamat
Yeah.
plots against us. She does corrupt magic to
Well, if
create
she's in the way, then she knows to be
draconic
stopped.
abominations.
He's a really
Would I
good
know where
beatboxer.
these shrines would be, or they would be random?
Well, we've seen one that was consecrated.
Would these shrines to Tiamat be random, or are they?
That would be a knowledge arcana question. I hope you can roll really high than me.
Well, are you asking where they would be?
Like, would I know about information about them?
Like what they do or where they are?
Where they are?
You would have absolutely no idea.
Okay. Now, what do they do?
Okay, roll a knowledge arcana.
No, don't worry about it.
Do you ask
21.
what do they do?
21.
With a
Because I can tell
21, you would know that they count as desecrated altars
Okay.
for her evil
I would.
names.
Well, okay, then never mind.
I respond.
Would I get a better result if I
No, you already know. We've been there. We've done that. We've consecrated them.
I respond
but-
twice.
Yeah.
Once in Draconic, and then I repeat my answer in Common, so the others can understand as well. Yes, the shrines of Tiamat, like the one in the manor, I assume, need to be taken down and stopped. That's
The
a
very
that's a
one.
power that should not be on this plane. I agree.
Know too that this is first and foremost.
And we know there's at least 4 more since she has 5 heads. See, guys going,
Yes.
Yeah,
I
makes so
knew
much
that.
sense.
Everyone.
because you're an
knows
expert
that.
on dragons.
4 more remain then.
At least.
Well,
Oh no. Jesus.
God can't help you now.
Good Lord, see you happening here.
God damn it.
He'd love to give you a hand.
Broke beyond gods.
Man. Oh shit. Oh.
Good times.
So yeah.
The real question is, were you trying to cover up how many eggs you had, or did you just not realize that?
Monogamy is not always a kobold strong suit. I mean, kabow.
Wait, so kobolds only lay 1 egg?
Did you see the size of my egg? Wait, no, I don't even respond to that question.
Eggs is in
That's
common.
my egg.
It's like a gloating. Did you see the size of my egg?
She's seen the poor
This egg
poor
is
female
mine,
kobold that lay that thing. She walked 20 for months.
Yeah.
No, yeah. I'm down to taking them down. They must be strong. But yes, I'm for finding the city of Sen and continue on the quest and the sword. I mean, I have no interest in wielding the sword. No interest in really care about it. I wouldn't mind knowing what it can do, as just a general curiosity.
I believe
I just want to attack a wind element.
We do know from our last information it's been
Paying
corrupted,
attention
so
to
it probably should be. Any divine artifact that has been corrupted should probably
And
be.
we know it's sentient.
Well, we don't know it's sentient, but we just know it's a relic of.
We were told by.
We were told it was.
We
Yeah.
built that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright, amend that. So, yes.
So, a being that is evil should be destroyed.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
I mean,
whoa.
yes,
We need to
the
calm
sword is
down.
technically a being, and yes, we seek to destroy it or cleanse it, destroy it
That's why
because it's been
the
corrupted.
corrupted.
Absolutely.
Over here now.
I mean, especially since the people after it, it's so few and far, but the ones who are apparently immensely powerful, this thing could potentially change history in the wrong hands in a bad way. So, yeah,
Yeah.
definitely destroy it. If we can. Or at least move it to a different plane of existence if we have to.
Definitely. Maybe even give it to the good Lord Tyr to keep and or destroy.
You mean to give him a hand?
No, granted, I mean, I'll keep doing this so long as I don't calcify and can't move anymore. Hopefully I can fix that soon.
I will do my best to help with that.
So
I
that-
promise you that.
Hey, Grindir.
Hopefully never.
Yes?
You say that all evil things should be killed.
Whoa, you know what I think we should do? I think we should go get some
Sure, you
food
came
there,
over
little
to say
buddy.
hi.
Huh?
We should get some food, French fries.
No,
No.
I'm fine. I want to know
Evil
this.
things.
I want to know this question.
Alec, have you
Hey,
drank
Alec.
before?
Alec, if you gotta
I've
throw
had
up,
7 of these now.
if you gotta throw up,
Really?
I'll be fine.
Oh no.
If they can be hurt by my channel,
You know-
obviously Tyr does not
There's
agree
some
with their
drink before.
existence.
What if they could be healed by your channel?
It's like 18, 19.
Well, then obviously they can receive redemption.
you said before,
that's very undeadist of you.
I'll go
Well,
get
if my
another.
channel-
I'll go
my
get another
positive-
drink to that.
Hey,
Yeah.
you want to grab me another bushmilk?
As my
I mean, I
positive
wasn't
energy
actually
can
being
heal
serious,
them,
but I will
obviously
actually
there's a
give you a
chance
drink.
of becoming
What's for XP?
And I
will get you beer. Anyone agree with me?
What? Huh?
Well, I didn't hear you. Sorry, I was getting beer for the
No,
DM.
that's good.
What'd you say?
Beer
No.
for the DM is the only reason to leave the table.
All right. I was saying that if positive energy can affect you, in a good way, obviously you have more than enough
Yeah.
chance to redeem yourself.
He's not evil. You can heal him just fine.
Now, if one day I channeled and you took damage, on the other hand, we might have to have a long discussion.
That's different.
Eat all of you.
I
Minus
have done-
Jamie.
I have done
And
nothing.
Sierra.
What about me?
You
I
stabbed Bradley.
especially hate you, Captain Silver Falchion.
He took that personal.
That's Commander.
Commander.
I mean, technically he is Bradley, so I can understand why he's upset.
But yeah.
But yeah, that leads us Rael, our newest ally in this amazing journey.
Ally, man.
I mean, I consider you an ally. You must not have a lot of friends or allies if you take that a little defensive there.
I don't have a lot of allies because I'm a drow.
I was at the
Could
beginning.
you have said that a little more emo for me?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm from.
The surface is mine.
You gotta say drow. Drow. You
My
have to say
apologies.
drow.
I'm from Bardsgate.
But drow.
There's people of all walks of life. We
That's
don't
good.
have
You
really
heard it
much of
too,
that
right?
cultural
Like some drow.
The
problems that some societies have.
These problems are mine.
It's a trade area.
All
I'm from a merchant
We're
background.
gonna cut ourselves
All
off that
customers.
edge over there.
Doesn't matter.
I'm
Oh,
from
that-
a merchant background.
Oh,
See, I agree with you.
what industry?
Foreign materials trade and horse sales.
Horses and raw materials.
Horse sales, you say?
Yes.
You ever sell a used horse?
Horse
With only like 9,000
sales.
I should be more specific. My father and my uncle.
Organs.
Mm-hmm.
No, horses, not pianos.
No, nothing. Go ahead.
My father and my uncle are the salesmen of the family. The rest of us have our own little interests.
Oh, so
What
it's
are
a
you?
family business. That's
What? Are you okay, kid?
Yeah. What are you?
Remember, he's human. He doesn't have the elven liver.
That's very true.
I think it's starting to affect me.
gonna get some. Hey,
So I figured we've been sitting down for about 2-3 hours now, having this conversation, having drink after drink after drink, and I don't drink ever.
Does it actually cause you to hallucinate when you drink?
Yeah.
I have got to try some.
I can
That's
probably
amazing.
get you some if I contact my family members.
What you need.
What do you
You
do?
also know that his family is like a hop, skip, and a jump away from the Razor Coast.
They can
Oh.
send it. with love, and I'm gonna get that fixed. I don't have to worry about that anymore.
So what was your question? How
You
was it?
said that your dad is
Words.
Say "your" one more time.
your dad was what did you say your dad was? I forgot.
He's a foreign. He's a
Your
foreign
salesman. What do you
materials-
do?
I mean,
He stabs people.
it's a little
He's the man
obvious.
with the power.
Yeah, I'm.
What power?
Power of the voodoo.
You saw what I
Voodoo?
do
You do.
at the temple.
I mean, you do that for money?
Yeah.
Are we paying you?
No.
On a side note,
Technically,
seeing
yes.
this,
Technically, yes.
Van starts pulling out some different bombs and starts making something while everyone's talking, looking at how badly drunk he is now.
Okay.
Yeah. I need to learn how to hold your sword.
So, I'm really only here technically under a contract, but I can take care of that on my own time.
Giving out horses.
So,
Totally just spilled all over myself. It's really funny.
Alright, so do you guys have any, I don't know, like immediate goals for the party that I should maybe prep for next week?
Do you
Bard's
really
Gate.
I would
want
like
me
to
to
say-
answer that?
Well, we can get to Bard's Gate tonight.
Yeah, we
I
can do
think
the
that's,
Bard's
there's
Gate
not going to
eventually.
really be a
We do Bard's Gate tonight.
well, since I'm here, I would like to find a journal that I can write in, and I would also like to find a various amount of bugs in little cages.
bugs
Yeah.
in little cages.
Like little insect specimens that people
Mulan.
Would that be like
For like a collection?
Not for
A
me.
lucky
material
ticket.
clones?
Okay.
I would like to ask.
Then ask.
I'm trying.
in character, or is this you?
Okay. If we don't have any overall goals right now, everyone's trying their own thing, but should we pick a certain direction to go?
Sand Fortress.
How about go to
Howling Fortress. Thank you.
Also, I think we do have a clear goal. It's stopping Caden from getting the sword.
Stopping
I
Cain.
feel-
And making sure I have it.
We need the
I
sword.
get what you're saying, Great Deer.
I
Maybe.
wish to alliterate. No, no word. I'm going to say it again.
Iterate.
Iterate. Not going to say it.
You need the sword.
Yes.
Yeah.
Great
What I
Deer,
am
we're
So
gonna-
trying
I
to
can
do
fight air elementals.
is I am trying to bring my clan.
Yeah,
back
that's
to
how it
right
works.
things.
It's the
Absolutely.
Let's focus on one person.
Oh.
talking. So Granger's talking.
What, you're trying to restore your clan?
Yes. I am trying to restore my clan after a series of, let's just say, bad decisions over the last couple hundred years have led us to absolute rock bottom, if you get the pun.
That's noble.
Huh.
Right now, we are housed in a cave. We have no hall.
That's
And what I wish is to bring them back from this.
Mm-hmm.
But not only that, I want to rebuild not only the Dwarven Empire, but the rest of this land.
Like unify it?
Correct.
You think you want to take over
That's
Let's take
very
over it.
that's very ambitious of you.
You see,
Also a near impossible.
after a certain misfortune with a friend, as we were trying to find
Possible to find a way.
a token of our clan is leaderless at the moment. To explain things, right now we are held together by a random group of old dwarves
It's
who
like
just
a
hold all the
council.
money in the clan. Yes, not nearly as good as ours, nor as intelligent.
Or sufficient, most likely.
Exactly. And they have decided to wall us off from the other races. Wall us off from trading from anyone. And the dwarves carry this all over our nation. We have great craftsmanship, and yet we sit with it all in our own holds.
You isolate yourselves. DM, would my character with his merchant-ish background and dealing with dwarves occasionally know of this clan in particular?
Do you name drop it?
Yeah, I did say that.
Would I know this?
Yes.
You would be more familiar with Koth just because of your
Yeah.
status. The only dwarves you're really familiar with are the Silver Helm clan,
Okay.
which are based at the southern root of the Stoneheart Mountains,
Mhm.
and they're pretty much the only dwarves on a merchant level that deal with Bard's Gate.
Would I ever heard of just in conversation, like talking about any other clans like that?
You would have heard of the curse of Clan Koth, which You don't necessarily know what the curse is.
I just know that they said
but
they
you
were
know
cursed
that they
one.
are a broken clan.
Okay.
Wait, you're Silverhelm?
No, he's of Clan Koth.
Grandier, I've actually heard of your clan through the Silverhelm dwarves I dealt with in the past. They said you were cursed. Is that what you mean by hit rock bottom? That's like them
I would not.
talking poorly of you?
In this case, yes. He's leaderless because the bloodline of leadership was sundered. And so the curse is
heir.
they have no clear heir to unite them.
So they're still in sprawls.
And they're to stand still.
And if anyone stands up to try to take the clan over,
They're
it would-
politically undermined, and they often have to perform some great feat in order to unify the clan, which usually leads to them dying.
So,
dying or
Or
getting
worse.
killed by rivals or getting turned to stone twice.
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 Wow, did he get better the second time?
No.
So wait, you're trying to be the next leader of Clan Koth?
At the. Would you like to go?
No,
No. I
he's
have.
trying to find the next leader
Mhm.
and give that leader a fighting chance.
Look in yourself.
My
So
goal
you're
is-
a martyr.
No,
No.
he's an advisor.
I do not wish to die.
And you don't
My
wanna-
goal is to bring the nations together.
Well, actually,
I do not
that
need to rule.
that was your goal,
Mhm.
and then you had the vision of war.
Yeah.
Do you want to elaborate on that?
Is that after he went through Glivir?
Actually, no. It would have been after the Howling Fortress, but before Glivir.
He was in Glivir once before that.
Well,
Might have triggered it.
before the second trip.
Okay.
You see, I used to be a cleric of knowledge,
Uh-huh.
but one night, Tyr visited me in a dream and gave me a vision. Imagine this world, this plane, the good, the bad, everything.
The ugly?
The ugly, yes. Yeah, there's much of that. Just died. And I'm speaking of everything. From the plants, to
Like
the animals, to the
complete
creatures,
desolation.
to the gods.
Everything.
Death upon all things.
So the apocalypse.
I was given a vision of walking through a field of death,
Okay. Something
and there was
positive.
nothing but silence left.
That sounds like the
That's
ending of war.
And most importantly, in his vision, he saw that upon the graves of the world, he was the last to bear witness to this. He was
Exactly.
the last one to live.
Everything else was dead. And whether or not this will come to pass and me getting to that point, I do know one thing. This moment will come.
It was
Whether
a-
I am alive to see it does not matter.
How long do dwarves live?
A couple
5,
hundred years.
10?
I'm only 120.
At least.
Yeah.
So
Okay, so
130.
this could.
I've lost
So
track.
I don't want to sound rude, but this could all potentially just not be our problem.
Maybe. But it kind of seems weirdly obvious. I'm given this vision as we are finding out that there are wizards chasing after a magical sword that is being corrupted, and there are demigods warning us about the sword.
and also you
So some
recently-
things to add to your vision,
Mhm.
not to interrupt you,
Yeah.
but these are some things that you can include. In the vision, you saw the end of times, and the creatures that bring about those end times are roughly 2,000 Hezro demons, which are frog demons, 1,200,000 Boggard soldiers of the abyss, which Boggards are like frog people.
I have a
So
question.
Slav.
Should I keep trying to write these names down?
Sound them out. Do your best. I'll correct them when we get
What
to
was the last one?
1,200,000 Boggards,
Booger.
soldiers of the abyss. At the head of the host was the Herald of Sadaga, and he was riding the Tarask.
The what?
Now,
The
let me-
Herald of Sadaga.
No, I don't
Yeah.
think. Fast forward. notch.
He was
Now, let me
riding the
alliterate
Tarrasque.
upon this.
OGL, you can't say stuff like that.
Nope, it's in here. It's a creature type, not a named creature.
Yeah, it's not Harry the Tarrasque. It's
I
just
switch over.
Imagine
I switch over
completely
to
missed
bard.
it.
terrifying
right?
thing you have ever seen in your life. Times
Oh my
that by
god.
1,000.
50 DKP minus.
Hey,
Oh.
someone got it.
Oh no, no.
What'd he say?
no,
What
my
happened?
God.
He was
Oh.
riding the
Nothing.
Tarrasque.
He's not playing a bard.
he's
Might
every
be.
bard
He
in the
We
world.
don't know that.
Okay, so he's riding the Tarrasque,
Yes.
and you're further explaining.
But yes.
Let's just say.
So those are some things that were in your vision.
Let's just say the end of the world is coming, and as far as it looks, it's coming very soon. And it looks like if Tyr is trying to guide me, it is connected to the Sword of Air.
And it would seem he empowered you because recently you did a number on those enemies that you didn't do that before.
As I've said, I used to be a cleric of knowledge, but I've turned to war now.
So and you're a doctor and
Well, sometimes you have to patch up your soldiers.
you're
so
kind of
that
like a
you keep
doctor of
fighting.
war at this point.
Mhm.
Well, this sounds all wonderful.
Fantastic, yes.
I truly do not feel like it's worthwhile right now to bite that.
I think it's something definitely keep in the back of our mind.
As I've said, and as you've said, I will be hundreds of years old. Tyr is the kind of god who likes to set up strategies beforehand.
He's not as God.
So, how much time we have to this moment could be 100 years, 20 years, we don't know. 30, 40, maybe. But if it comes, not only us, but the world needs to be ready. That kind of force can't be dealt with by a handful of adventurers, or a handful of cities, or even a handful of countries.
Yeah,
Everything must fight.
and everyone in this world would have had no legends of the Tarrasque, the creature of, I guess,
The creature of the end times.
Yeah, it's like it's the general like this is the sign that it's done.
Yeah.
Okay.
But no one will listen
Because would
to
you
one
say,
such as me.
Because the
Well,
clan you're
I
from.
don't think anyone would really
That's-
believe you if it came from a normal person's mouth.
My clan is a broken clan to begin with. My word has less meaning to a council of dwarven kings than a pile of mud.
So you think speaking to a ragtag group of individuals would fix that issue?
No, but I think
You need allies when you fight.
I believe
war.
him.
And the stronger the allies, the more of a chance you have to win.
or at
And
least
if I'm fighting such things,
You can
and
always
you were all
support.
following me, obviously, you would be just as strong as I am, if not stronger.
well, it would seem our quest could empower everyone's goals.
I'm in it for the money.
I feel the sword of
I
arrow
think
will
there's
help
plenty
us
of
in
money
your quest.
helping a
Hmm.
potentially
I think the sword of arrow might
reforming
be the
dwarven
cause
clan.
of
You
what-
know, I've seen some of their
Really?
merchandise at top quality.
Some, not all.
Not all. Elves have some good stuff too, but point is, you can't down a good dwarven made. Well, anything.
We also,
Some?
we also hold all the jewels in the mountains. Rivers of it, I tell you. Ruby, rivers of gold.
So you all have been to the Underrealms?
Yes.
What do you think?
Have I?
We
No.
No, none of you have.
I don't
been to the
know.
we are
Underrealms.
masters of digging. If you think we haven't dug to as far down as we possibly could, then you're wrong.
Do you know where
Big
the
Doug.
Underrealm entrance is?
Hmm?
Do you know where the Underrealm entrance is?
He can
Can I
make it.
roll for knowledge? Or would I just know?
I think that'd be knowledge dungeoneering.
I think the answer would also be I can make an entrance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, very true.
I'm dwarf. I just make a door there.
Yeah.
The most
One, I could dig down, obviously. Or I could contact my local dwarven brother, who obviously would know the correct answer to my
Wait,
question.
so you have a
want-
travel agent?
Do I know the nearest entrance to the Underrealms?
The only one you're familiar with is the one that your
My
family
family
would
came
know
out.
about. Yeah.
That's fair.
Which
Obviously doesn't like me.
deep south. Just saying.
Deep south.
The deep south.
The deep south.
The magma from those volcanoes got to come from somewhere.
Yeah, it does.
But
That vision is still, though, alarming. And you feel Tira's
Well, one
Push this
world ending event
at a time?
at a time.
Great.
Let's deal with the Sword of Air first. That's a little easier to chew.
All right,
mentioned
onward to the Howling Fortress then.
well, no, we go to Bard's Gate.
I know. Yeah.
You have a
Yeah.
little bit too much.
I
to
say we drink some more, have a good night, a good sleep, and then we'll head the Bard's Gate in the Mar
I'm gonna need
with
to
the
drink.
boats.
And we
You
shall
can't
speak-
tell me when to drink.
All right, so yeah, I think this will be a good place to
Actually,
end.
we're in
no
a
time for the
mark
session.
anyways.
You don't want to do Bart's Gate tonight?
No, the conversation continued a little longer than I thought it would.
It happened.
But next week we'll pick up with the southern trek to Bard's Gate via
How
boat.
south?
It's not deep south because it's actually right in the middle.
The one where they stop dropping the ER to be nice and start dropping it.
So
because they
we'll
don't
pick
use
up
it.
on the boat ride back or arriving into Freeport in Bard's Gate.
You'll be arriving at Freeport,
Okay, that's what
and
we'll
then
pick up.
depending on what you want to do in Freeport, we can just boop to Bard's Gate.
Okay, that sounds fair. That's good. And before, just in case, because I don't forget by then, I would hand Alec a vial of. This is a kindness. Drink this when you're done drinking that, and it's alchemist kindness. It gets rid of a hangover
Bet.
instantly.
Do I get my insects? And my journal? Alright. I start logging shit in my journal, and I send the insects off
I get them all
to
the
my
time.
little
It's
sister.
not.
Is there anything else you guys wanted to ask me?
Where's the Sword of Air?
No dungeon.
What does it
daddy.
do?
Does
Does it give me superpowers?
I will give you a little bit of information about the sword.
No, I don't want any more dumb.
No,
No.
no.
We've done.
No.
We've done.
I
some
was
now.
joking.
No, I really don't want you to give us meta information. It's basically the thing.
I don't want her.
I know you're excited and you want to share
Look,
it.
how about you give us more information about the Howling Fortress?
Yeah, actually, I enjoyed
It's irrelevant.
Yeah, everyone roll 3d6 for luck, and for every 6 rolled, I'll give you a tidbit of information.
2
1, 2,
ones and a
3.
5.
Yeah, one,
Oh
six,
no,
five,
he's gonna
five.
take away information.
6.
How many?
it. One.
Yes, we got 3. You got none?
I got 2 ones and a. You should take 2 away on it.
0.
I don't
I
think
should,
so.
but I'm not gonna.
Well, luck works.
I got 2 5s. Does that give me any more?
No. Alright, so we got 3 bits of information about the Howling Fortress.
It's a fortress. It's
I will pick one
At random, please.
at random.
Can I roll the dice?
I will pick one that I think you should know, and I will let you guys ask a question.
Okay.
Each
No, one for the
collectively
party.
heard.
Alright, about the burrito.
Is it a sandwich?
See, the world is wondering.
Telling you, the burrito is a sandwich.
I agree.
It is. It fits all of the necessities and the qualifications.
But it's
of
closed.
sandwich. It
Sandwiches
doesn't.
are open.
No. You misunderstand the term open-faced. An open sandwich. An open-faced sandwich is
You
one
can't
where the
have
bread
an
is complete-
open-faced. Oh, I mean, you technically can't have an open-faced burrito.
Shut the hell up.
You can technically, yes.
Alright. So did you find the one you're going to give us that we should know?
You're not the high enough
Yes.
level to do it.
No, we are.
No, I think.
Operation Valkyrie's going to be a big success. I guarantee.
Operation Fuckery will work.
Yeah.
Operation Uru Close Revenge.
So,
I got the inmate clue.
okay, something that I think you should know.
Uh-huh. There's a door.
Poop.
You have.
Sorry.
Is there something I can help with?
No. Yes, maybe.
You will have to fight the wyvern twice.
Well, he's a vampire. That's duh.
Yeah, once in his wyvern form.
Or
drop that
maybe
once
the
in
thing
his
is
form.
mimicking something that exists within there.
That's
So,
all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say
Fight.
it here.
If you're polymorphing into a
Wyvern.
wyvern, then
No,
maybe
the
use
red
it
dragon
like having
was
seen a
polymorph.
wyvern.
The red dragon was the polymorph.
Must find a way to prove that wrong.
All right, now we gotta find. Now we have a question that we all gotta ask.
We have a question we can ask. So we have a group. We need to figure out a question. Oh wait, I have an
The
option.
second thing I'll say is that
King of Food.
Well, no,
there
we get 3
is
facts.
One was at
there is
random.
not a lot of written information about your quests in the in Miragard, the Howling Fortress, but there are entities that know a lot.
Quick,
there's
get on the horn with
there's
Chief.
information that not we're gonna find a scroll or a book.
Exactly. Yeah.
So it's an interrogation.
No, we just gotta have him talk to Tyrion.
Or speak with dead
Or speak with that.
entity.
No.
Charm person
Is
can
it-
help.
If we kill something, are we? Can I just speak with Dead for it to answer the questions?
He could lie to you.
It gets a save, and there is a chance that it deceives you. Yeah, depending on alignment and all kinds of stuff. There are stipulations to it.
So you want to kill something to get information, but not a sword.
I mean,
If it was trying
Okay.
to kill us first.
Alright, so-
I'll give you guys 5 minutes of deliberation on what kind of questions you ask. And then after that, if you haven't deliberated on anything, I'll just pick it up.
Okay,
Alright,
right now,
burrito.
throwing it out there. Yes, burrito or not burrito? Right now, get it
All
off
right,
the table.
no.
I'm
No.
What?
Say that again. Which one? What did you
Alright,
say?
are any of the kobolds clutch in the Howling Fortress?
Okay, that's a good
Alright,
one.
this is a question you can ask about the Howling Fortress, whether getting in, something that's inside.
Is there any information about the Sword of Air inside the fortress?
We already told us
Well,
that there
yeah,
was.
he did.
He
Alright, well,
he DM'd that earlier.
He said no. He said that there is not
If
written
there was
information.
anywhere we could find it, it would be in the Howling.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
it's
that's not a
written down.
definitive, that's
so
a-
something in there
Yeah,
knows
it's
what we
not
need.
correct to build off both. It is not necessarily written information, so it's not
No,
like you're
yeah.
just going to happen to it. But there are entities that know about the sword.
So do not massive genocide the entire fortress. That'd be bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, just leave everybody on the inside alive. Everybody outside's gonna die.
Can we ask what kind of enemies we're going to be facing in it? That way we can prepare against
We
them.
know what we're facing
We're
there.
facing a
We
wyvern.
know
We know
of
what we
2
might face.
gnolls and a vampiric wyvern.
That
We have
seems
nothing
pretty
else on the inside.
straightforward. I think it's only going to be those.
It's going to be
Well, that's a
everything evil
closed-minded
that they
attempt
didn't
at
know
strategy.
how to
I
defeat
would
in
like
the
to know
first
everything.
place.
Even
That's
if it's
why
a
I got locked
confirmation.
in there. The real question should be, how do we seal it so that nothing can get out, nothing else can get out?
Yeah. Because if the experts couldn't get rid of the things, we have to reseal it. You're right.
But we have the power to.
I mean more trying to figure out how to get in safely and out, in and out. Because while I don't mind killing 300 gnolls, it didn't go well last time.
I think with a bit more strategy and a bit more planning, just maybe.
And
more
actually, Dan,
fireball?
clarification:
We
the
do have
wyvern was
about-
of size large, correct?
Gargantuan.
Huge. It was huge. Okay, that's important.
Huge.
That means Plan B doesn't work for me.
And we do know
Get
it
rid of
could
that.
use dominate, meaning it's a pretty strong wyvern.
Vampire.
Yeah.
It's a vampire.
So maybe
So that's
having
it.
like
Vampire guy.
We'll plan that, but like what is the most important part of this like dungeon? Like what do we want out of it? The
Well,
most?
now we want the knowledge.
Easiest
What the
way
knowledge?
into
The
the
dungeon.
dungeon.
Yeah.
A
So
base of operations that is almost
directly
nigh
relevant.
impenetrable
Yeah.
because it's a fortress.
Could we work our way from the top down? If you guys want to, do aerial, see if we could start from the top and then work our way
Maybe.
downward.
But like that's what I was saying. Can we know what's in the fortress? Is what I would say because they were holding entities there. Obviously, there's going to be more entities in there. What are we facing?
We can ask what we're facing. We can ask what's useful to our campaign inside there. He didn't say what we can't. He gave us a general base. We can ask whatever the fuck we
We
want.
could also ask.
I gave you some information on like some of the loot you may find in previous sessions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We also could just ask. We could ask
What's
what
the
would
best
be
way
the
in
best
there?
thing to bring to get in and out.
Yeah.
Besides a teleportation scroll, because that's a given. There could be something, a key item that would make it a whole lot easier.
Who has the most information in there?
Teleportation scroll can miss by miles anyway.
What
Yeah.
entity
Yeah,
has the
who
most
did-
information?
Who has the most
to-
information currently? Who has the most information that is alive about the Howling Fortress?
Who should we seek inside?
No, not about the Howling Fortress. About the Sword of Air. Somebody.
That's another reason to
that-
take the Sword of Air, the fortress, because there's information about it in there somewhere.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So I'm hearing we have one where it's So we have how many questions do we have? Just one.
We only get one.
Yeah.
So we got to decide on the one question.
So let spitball. I'm gonna write them down and then we'll just talk about which ones we want. So let's
We
do
don't
like
have time. We have 2 minutes.
real quick. So first we want to know how to get in.
No.
Easier.
Well, that's one type of question.
What enemies there are, what
What enemies?
treasures there are, who,
See,
what
I
entities.
just want to remind you that, hey, is there a secret entrance to him? Yes. Question answered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then
Where
where is
is
the
it?
secret entrance? would be?
That's the second question.
There isn't one. We got to try to make sure our question's not as
If there's a secret
useless as
entrance,
possible.
where is
So,
it?
like,
So,
ask me a question:
okay.
is there a secret entrance? We already know that there's an entrance in, and we know how to get in for a relatively safe bet. We should probably try to keep this towards reconning for that information once we're in and have taken the top one.
What is the total number of enemies that we have to fight?
Oh god, I'm not fucking counting that up.
305.
All right, we got information right there. A lot.
Yeah. So free information, but
A butt ton.
alright.
Which
But we knew the
entity
majority
has
of them were, like,
information on the
half
Sword of
hit
Air?
or,
That's
like,
a really good question.
That's what I was thinking.
What was the
That's it.
question?
Yeah, that's what we
What was the question you come up with?
Which entity has information?
Yeah, we
about
asked
the
that
Sword of
question. It's 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the question. I agree.
There we go.
Anyone disagree?
No. It's a best kind of question we got.
All those in favor
Yeah,
say
who do we
Cobalt?
seek inside?
Cobalt.
Who should we seek? Yeah.
All
That's
those
fair.
opposed say Dwarf.
Dwarf.
Narf!
Cobalt follows.
Okay. So we'll do this in. We'll say that this information is revealed to the party via a vision that night in the tavern. You all have the same vision.
Who's giving us this?
Probably Tyr.
Good lord.
Do I even get it?
There's so many other deities you could have given.
Hand of Hecate.
Actually, this would probably be Muir, because it's her fortress.
That would make sense, actually. I think
Yeah.
she got that. Sorry.
Good lord.
Tyr at his
It's her turn.
Yeah, it's her turf.
Yeah.
If it's not Tyr, it's definitely Muir. You go to bed with this idea of when we get to the fortress, who do we question
Who do we seek?
about information about the Sword of Mirror? And again, you all have the same vision. In the vision, you descend down a cavernous hole
Where there's stairs.
with the sun at your back.
He's got our back.
And
That could mean multiple.
in your explorations of the caverns, you find 7 large-sized sarcophagi. In one of the 7, there is a shadow that is repulsed by the light. And in your vision, you feel that with the light empowering you, you have the authority to demand from this shadow. And this shadow reveals information about the sword.
So who here can cast light?
The shadow knows
Me.
what lies in man's hearts. Sorry.
Actually, yeah. Who of us can cast any sort of light spell?
It's a cantrip. I can cast it.
I can. It's very brief and it's very loud and it causes a boom.
Well,
I
sounds
can
like
do
there's
it
a
at
back
4th level.
entrance.
Light's a cantrip, right? Or is it the first?
I'll be nice. In your vision, none of you are casting light.
But we have
Yet, the light descends with you into the darkness of the caverns.
It's a torch.
Or
That's
it's
all I'm gonna say.
mirrors.
It's mirrors.
This is frustrating.
Mira is not a sun deity. She's a goddess of
I
virtue.
think they were saying
mirrors.
mirrors.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you
Oh,
know,
like using like in
Like
the
a, it's like a telescope.
the
or
mummy.
the mummy, yeah, where they
Yeah.
use the mirrors to bring the light into the tomb. That that could work.
Another question is
I'm thinking it's physical light.
which direction is the light hitting the cavern?
The sun
If
is
the
at our
sun-
back.
if the sun, that could mean one of two things.
East or
It
west.
could be east or west, because it could be an early morning or it could be closer to dusk. So that only gives us, technically, if we're being like optimal about this, at a 45-degree angle on both sides, it gives us an hour window on.
I'm not gonna lie, I totally think you're in the wrong track. I don't think it's actual physical light from the sun. I think it's a person he's using it as a metaphor. 100%. I think it's a metaphor.
Picture the
We'll ask the
fortress.
good Lord here next time.
I don't think it's
Come on,
actual physical
I'm
light.
sorry.
However,
from
the
sun or
vision shows us
something.
that there was.
It's the sword that you're trying to sell.
Yeah.
Yes, but their vision shows there was a cavern leading down with the light behind us. The
Oh.
wyvern came out of something and
Why'd you
attacked.
say something like that?
Looking at the map we had
It's
originally, and
obviously-
I don't see a particular hole, but it doesn't mean there wasn't one there. So is there a hole right on the top floor that goes right where we need to
Right,
go?
the sun would be directly above us, and we would be walking down beyond our backs.
We're falling to
Sun-
stop.
the
Or the
sun-
sword
Technically
on your
you're
back.
falling.
Do we remember where, like,
That's the sword we just
geographically
got.
positioned the entrance was compared to the rest of the? Which way was
It's
the
at the
entrance point?
front.
That's why
The
he's so
front
keen to
gate
help
of
us.
the Howling Fortress.
Yeah, is it north, south, east, or west?
It is on the southern face of the fortress.
The southern face.
So
at
we'll
least
never
we know
reach
it's
the
not-
sunrise or sunset.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think we're completely in the wrong direction here. Sierra's right. It's just a sword. We're gonna carry it. It's
Actually,
send
we-
with us.
We were on the outer upper wall, so we would see into the courtyards and beyond.
Mhm.
Was there anything at the back? Because I know the picture cuts off at the top. I don't know
Yeah.
if that's more mountain or if there's actually like
Yeah.
a room
So
or something.
there's a. You don't see any hole, but you see several structures. But that doesn't mean that the structures aren't surrounding the hole, preventing you from seeing it.
And we wouldn't recall seeing a hole on the top area where the knolls were.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
And his raven would have reported a hole.
We haven't
His
come back with
raven was more focused on what's about to kill its master, not the layout of the temple.
Oh, you had a raven.
But the raven's there this whole time, performing reconnaissance.
That raven was killed and eaten.
Mm-hmm.
No one can prove that.
Would he know this?
Oh yeah, I would feel its connection snap.
When did that happen?
No, the connection snapped as soon as you teleported away without bringing it, because it only has a range of a couple hundred feet.
So we don't know it's dead. See, the ravens perform a reconnaissance. We're good.
I ate it.
We haven't
And I'm
hit
just
that.
trying to find you, so it's like flying back.
Yeah.
Was it good?
We're sailing. It's over here. It's going back. It's just all over. the world.
Start teleporting. Should start.
Okay, that. I think Ricardo's right. We gotta take the top floor. That way we have a chance to perform a secondary reconnaissance of how we're gonna approach further. I thought about maybe trying to find a way in on the bottom or through the mountain, but I think,
Going top
Fighting down's a
It's-
whole lot easier than
Yeah.
fighting up.
especially with that vision, I think we're gonna need to
a
find that.
bunch of stuff that turns us invisible.
A second.
Friendly reminder:
Aye. There's nothing friendly
near
about
the
this.
Howling Fortress, there was another city that was interested in having it cleared out. That's Apothelassos.
Yeah, the Amazon
The
city.
the Amazonian city.
So potential allies.
If potential allies and potential for more information.
Yes.
Because if anybody would have information about a significant prison presence
Right near
nearby,
the fucking city.
it would probably be the government overseeing that city.
So,
So in that case, I think something you should do is first go to Apothelassos.
I thought it was a given. We'd be doing that.
Yeah, first go to Apothelassos,
That
see
was
what
not
they
a given.
have, and use Apothelassos as a base of operations to siege the Howling Fortress.
How far was that from the Howling Fortress itself? Like, have a journey?
About 100 miles.
So about
Couple days.
It's about
Yeah,
5
that's
days,
good.
traveling at 20 miles a day.
it's not bad for a march.
But if we didn't have the wagons and other faster mode of transportation, we'd get there faster.
We
from
would
the
need
city.
supplies.
You
Yes.
would need supplies for the siege.
And if it was a true siege, it would take more time than just a single day.
Well-
Most importantly, too, the Bentwood up here by Apothelassos is home to some nefarious beasts. And so the Amazons of Apothelassos would be able to give you some instructions about navigating the wood, and some other things. But I'm just throwing that out.
It's definitely an area I assume we're going to be hitting that for resources,
Yeah.
and which can.
And I think you've been told that the menagerie of Apothelassos is a place to find magical beasts for sale. Like if you wanted a hippogriff mount or a griffin mount, this would be the place to go.
And any mutated creatures from the region of Sin
Yeah.
would actually
Yeah.
probably be caught potentially in front.
Yeah.
Other
So,
than mounts could you could possibly.
Dragons.
War rhinos, hippogriff, griffin, dragon, wyvern, all kinds of stuff.
I wouldn't mind a
They
dragon mount.
one of their main things
I
is
wouldn't
that
mind a war rhino.
they breed exotic animals for war.
Ooh, I could get a line.
Slavery, you saying? Forced breeding? Mounting dragons? Sounds very heretical. We should kill them. Come on.
Yes.
Good
Look.
luck.
Too bad we're better at it.
I say
than
having
we are.
such an ally would be amazing.
Yeah, that's definitely what we're gonna have. We're gonna hit that.
behavior.
Now, a question: are we going to sell the sword now that we think it's part of the puzzle, or?
What kind of question is that?
No, we didn't think it was
Of
part of
course.
the puzzle, but it did lead us to that. And I think if the sword was a part of the puzzle,
Yes,
the
but
entity
after we take the key.
would have told us this is key.
It did.
Use this to protect, to stop.
Well,
It did. It gave us a vision.
Need?
Hmm?
Sword didn't give us
Dumb
the
shit. He said that if the entity wanted us to use the sword and he would have given us a vision, I said he did. He gave us a
Anyone
vision.
cast
No, he would have told us
Identify on the
outright,
sword?
use this sword to go kill them.
Yeah.
See? Just saying.
What?
No one cast Identify on the sword, but that's fine.
I mean, we got 30
Yep.
days of
Yeah,
travel,
he
we
did.
could do that.
We also didn't cast sense
Was it
motive
a
on
sword
it either.
light?
No, it was a sword.
It was a good King Kapesh.
Is it right on his back right now? I'll cast
Yeah.
Identify and hold it and do it round after round.
Okay,
Get all
roll
the
your spell
information on
craft.
it.
Sword.
25.
Okay, this is a +2 good keen Kopesh.
It's a
+2.
+2 good King Kopesh.
Hmm.
Anything to do with light or anything? Would this be like a knowledge history or a knowledge?
Religion.
I mean, if it's
Religion.
good and somebody
You
can
can
wield
roll
it,
for religion.
we can.
You know that if it's keen, its critical threat range is increased. You know that if it's good, it does an additional 2d6 damage versus evil creatures. That would include an undead wyvern.
Or wizard identifying it by touching
Yeah, or a wizard that you end up fighting.
But we're not trained to use it.
You are correct. It is an exotic weapon as a Kopesh, so you would have to go to Libnos to train with it in order to even have access to the feat exotic weapon Kopesh.
it. Makes sense.
Okay.
There's one more thing
Next one.
that you get with your identify spell because it gives you an additional +10.
Okay, so I got 35.
Yeah. This sword has a contingency spell on it, and you don't know what it is paired to.
What does that mean?
Contingency is a spell that when a certain set of prerequisites have been met, another effect activates. So, for example, if you had contingency mage armor, it would be whenever the DM says roll initiative, I
Mage
activate mage armor.
There's your light casting right there.
Here's my sword of air.
Or it's whenever something evil holds this.
Would he be able to
weapon,
identify the
cast
trigger for
circle
the spell?
death.
Or just has
Or when
contingency?
this
No,
is brought
not with
to
a
certain
35.
other good things, the sword of error is activated.
Or in the
Yeah.
presence of evil.
I mean,
it'll
it was
emanate.
buried with
The son of.
the son of Ra. Like, that's the best
Do you
place
believe
for it
this?
to be.
Wait,
I
the
don't
son of
pull it
Ra.
out,
What
but
was
this
Ra
to be
the
the
god of
sword
again?
of air.
Good.
No.
That'd be a plus.
What was Ra? Ra
No, it is definitely not the sword of air because you know the sword of air has been corrupted.
Oh,
sure.
you think-
that
no,
right? I wouldn't know that.
That's what I was like.
What was on their back? In his thing, sun.
Yeah.
What was Ra the sun god again?
Yeah.
Sun on her back. Sun
Yeah.
god. Maybe in the presence of evil.
As much as I
illuminate?
really, really want the money
Wouldn't
from
it
that
already be
sword
illuminating, though?
to buy
Huh?
and do really good things with it,
Are
we
you
gotta
guys
keep it.
that
with us.
strapped for cash?
No, not really.
I dipped into my.
I am. I have
Quite a
10
bit.
gold, 295 gold. We gotta keep it.
I mean, maybe if we.
At least
could
until
get
after the
Tapestry
Howling
a little bit
Fortress.
more, we might have been-
If that's the case, do we want to skip going to Bard's Gate and
No.
then just start going back to the Howling Fortress?
No. We gotta go to Bard's Gate to get supplies for the Howling Fortress attack.
What?
You can get supplies for the Howling Fortress attack at Apotheosis.
Yeah, it's also another.
No,
big
it's
thing.
also
And on our
quite-
way there,
plenty
we
of
can
places
get
on
some
the way
more
there,
loot
too.
to sell. Obviously, it's going to take us a while to get up there, but on the way, we can gather more supplies to sell. We have items.
So if we do Bard's Gate, it's
So-
a month there and a month back. That's
Yes.
2 months.
Well,
Can
time.
we assist with this room?
For what? To try to
Identifying
identify
the
it? Sure.
contingency? Do we get to add extra credit?
You just have to beat a DC 10 spellcraft, and if you do, you get a +2. Okay, so with a 37,
I'll also set that off another +1.
Wait, that's one of those things you have to be trained in, right?
you gotta have at least 1 rank to assist.
Yep. Sorry, guys.
26.
Oh, what?
Knowledge Arcana?
Yeah.
Spellcraft.
Yes,
Spellcraft.
knowledge Spellcraft. Oof.
Oh,
I'll accept a knowledge arcana.
But knowledge low.
You accept the Lauren's Arcana, I'm at a 40 now.
I got
No,
nothing to
roll
help.
spellcraft.
I know.
So you had a 35, 37,
It was like
39.
I can only do a local or generic.
Another +1 for me.
40. So, as everybody chimes in, you know that the contingency trigger is you strike an evil creature with the sword.
Okay.
Way
Meta
off.
answer.
That
Alex,
was
come over
way
here
off.
real quick.
25.
My question is though, even though you're
What
not
if it's
trained in it,
disintegration?
Did you use the blade?
Yes, but you take
Oh,
a
no,
minus
find
5
out.
on your attack roll.
Do I know what it
But it's
is?
a +2 weapon, so it's only a -3.
Yep.
So you just got a crit fish.
Technically.
And it just says if you strike.
This is true. And you still get to apply your
Normal
base attack
damage.
bonus and your strength modifier.
So essentially, it'd still be an okay weapon.
It's
No.
it'd still be a
You're
very
fishing.
good weapon.
What's your base attack bonus right now?
3.
So you're effectively only hitting with your strength mod when you use the sword.
Okay.
Because
So you'd be at like a +5.
And since most things have like an AC
You'll have
22, 25.
remember, you also have to
range
remember
right
his
now,
like
and
wisdom and
half
con
full
are
thing, you'd be
important.
crit
So he
fish.
divvied up his point by a little
But
differently.
Would his
Weapons,
check
you've got
know
50%
that that's a
chance. So
continuous
you got
contingency or a
10%
one-time
chance.
contingency?
Not a
One
5%
time.
chance.
So that's like a normal contingency. Once it's done, it's gone
But-
forever.
It will do more damage to evil creatures than
That's
1 out
tough.
of 10 times.
Yeah. Don't know about that.
Well,
We'll see what
remember, you have spells at your disposal like Righteous Smite and other things that affect your ability to
full
hit
strength
things.
that
Full
we can
strength.
bolster your strength.
Yeah.
And shit like that.
We should keep the blade.
Yeah.
And I will do my best to wield it, as I was the one given it. Do it.
Well, I
And if
remind
anything,
Grenadier.
Trust me, I
so
really, really
have we all
wanted to use the
discussed
money.
it
Well-
being a contingency
Oh,
against
I did
hitting
too. I
on
went
evil
shopping.
creatures?
Alec would remind us that once that contingency is activated, that's it. It's a one-time contingency, not a forever constant every time it's an evil creature.
Well, then I say we save it for the wife, the second time.
That's a good idea.
Because if we can kill it the first time, and we get to it the second time, using meta knowledge that we were given, we can use it to kill it without having, or do something to it. Who knows if it's going to actually kill it outright. But at least damage it so we don't have to go through that entire wyvern fight a second time.
Agreed.
Alright, so then we're not going to sell it?
No.
No.
And there's no need to go to Bard's Gate.
There is not. Then we proceed.
To Apothalassos.
You would be able to book a ferry up to Goo Island, and then from there move
I
up
wanted to
cross
call
country following the mountainside to the Merchants Road,
Not
and then
go
get to
Bard's Gate.
Apothalassos. Or, if you don't want to book a ship and avoid the Blood and the Tide, you could take the main road here to the Merchants Road, come up this way, but it would take you significantly
There's
longer.
no reason we want to go to Bard's Gate, guys, other than the thing that I really, really, really want to do.
What did you want to do?
Currently, there's no other reason to do it.
You know how you have dreams and you have visions?
Yes.
I've had a couple dreams that I want to see if it's a vision. Oh, I don't know.
from a
It could be
god?
it could be real. It could not be. I don't know.
A vision from a god, or
Do you want to tell them what it is?
I'm thinking.
Alright.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't feel comfortable talking about which god it was because I don't know if it's a good thing or not right now.
That's a little.
Yeah.
Well, that definitely means they're a bad god.
Yeah. Can
Are
I,
they
I
a
want,
bad-
I want to.
Well,
do-
you're not. I'm not talking to you about it, and you're a god. shut
You're
the fuck
talking with
up.
everyone,
I'm
Alex.
talking to him right now about
we have
it.
You're talking to
discussed the
everyone.
idea of, you know,
Is
speaking
that
to
to
a
say?
god and different things. So I'm not
Yeah.
going to outright judge you. The worship of a god is one's own.
He's
thing.
eternally
Never said I
judgmental
was
for if it's
worshiping
not here.
anybody.
So you got a vision from
What did
a
you just
god.
say?
Huh?
What did you just say?
I didn't say shit.
What did
Steven said that. Alec didn't say shit.
What did Alec just say?
What do you say?
Alec just said I didn't say I was worshiping anybody.
Alright.
Oh.
Anyway.
Can I roll a bluff?
Can I ask you a question,
You can roll an
Alec?
insight, yes, it's motive.
Alec, I want to ask you a question.
That next will safeness.
Is it if we go to the Howling Fortress and then go to Bard's Gate, does it stop being whatever you want it to be?
No.
So it sounds to me like you can wait.
I mean, it can.
Wasted.
All right. So then here's the next question. It's important.
I would like to say I rolled a 27.
Insight.
But what did
sense
you roll?
motive against your.
I know what you'd like it to be, but
17.
All right. You have a slight inclination that that statement may be false.
I'm not going to press him on it, because again,
Oh,
one's
yeah.
worship is their own. But I am slightly going to be, watching us. Yeah, sorry. I'm going to be thinking a little bit more on that, and I ask you, what exactly are these visions?
Something from my childhood. I dreamt that I had a spell book that I made myself, and I want to see if and I put it in a place that I felt would be secure. And I
that
want to go see if
place
it's there.
Where is it?
It's in a statue of Dionysus.
there's
It wasn't there when I
lot
was a
of
kid.
Statues of
If the dream's
Dionysus.
right. I remember
Wait.
exactly where it is.
Hold on.
Oh, you know which
Not from Bard's
statue?
I know exactly
I
where
know
it
that's
is.
not
I know
what's happening.
exactly where
There
it
is a massive statue of Dionysus in
When was that
Bardsgate.
statue erected? Would I know this?
Several hundred years ago.
I was there, so I know the
Oh
statue.
shit.
At least I
Do you
I'm
relate
sorry,
this to
Alec.
the
You said it wasn't around when you. At least this
In the
vision, this
dream that
memory?
I had, yeah.
How are you going to move the giant statue?
I have my ways.
And
You're
he's
going to-
confident that the statue itself is not there. It's just like the brickwork before it.
Yep.
Now, Alec,
Are they
going
built-
to desecrate a statue of Dionysus.
No. I'm pretty sure I have a way I can get in there, get it, and bring it back
You
out.
keep putting
Do you-
words in other people's
When you say a
mouths,
couple of hundred
Grandier,
years, you
and
gotta be a
we're
little more
gonna have
specific.
words about that.
Is
at
that
some
2,
point.
3, 400,
7.
700? That's more than a couple hundred years still.
Fuck me.
I just want to be sure you're aware. All he said was he wants to get his book from a statue, and you went straight to desecrate.
Well, if
That's
Yeah,
a-
yeah.
shit.
sorry, like where
That's right. The
on-
statue
where
wasn't
is it
erected
in-
before. It was just a fucking crack.
You're an old dude. No, he's a kid. What are you talking
You're
about?
ancient, bro.
No, he's. What are you talking
I
about?
love this. This is a
So-
revelation to Steve
like
and for
16.
Alec at the
Are
same
you
time.
saying that out loud?
No, wait, did I
No,
just find
no,
out?
that was
Do I
Jamie.
know it's 700 years old?
I would
No.
have.
See, I don't know these things.
Yeah.
So if you said that out loud, then I'm like,
You
what?
remember, hiding the makeshift spellbook tome
Actually.
inside some wet mortar of the base of the statue while it was being constructed.
I would say that out loud.
And it
Like,
was-
I would say, wait, that was built like 700 years ago.
In this dream, it felt like I was there. It was me. It wasn't me looking at somebody doing this.
You were
It
like,
was me doing it.
All right.
I know
Only
this
because I'll never get a
information?
chance to use this one again. Could be past lives encroaching on present time.
and the reincarnation is the thing with the gods.
Yeah.
Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, that's a revelation right there.
do you know who might be sending you these messages?
None yet.
Oh,
Yeah, I do know,
Ligma.
but I don't want to talk about it. I just, like I said,
gonna
if
be-
if
let's
I
say
find
if
out
you-
that it's there
if you
and it's
want-
working,
when the-
hold on. If I
When
find
this
out,
party member is on the brink of dying,
Will you tell me that?
as a time constraint, you want to take a 2-month detour
Anyway, Grandy.
out of the way.
he has a way of curing him. Maybe we don't know this. If he's able to cure him tonight,
Now,
yeah,
like
we
the
can take a quick detour stop. Maybe you never know. It's
Should
okay.
do knowledge arcana. That one.
I have a way of getting it. I want to go and get it. And maybe if I tell them, hey, I'm
Alec, you'd agree, right?
I don't know. What am
Oh,
I
the
gonna
name
do?
of the deity giving you the dreams is Ligma?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
No, like I said, I don't want to talk about it because I want to know if it's true.
As
I
a
wanna know if
party
it's real.
member, I will not press you on my last question.
I appreciate
But I'm
it.
going to go back and say, if you're going to,
He's gonna go pray to tear.
if you're
So
going
help
to
me.
try to, where in the statue is the book hidden?
To the base.
At the base.
Yeah, it's at the base.
Like the hardest part to get to?
I'll be able to get
easiest
into
part
it.
to
Don't
get
worry,
to.
I'll be
The
fine.
top would be the
Now,
hardest part to
Not
get
everybody
to.
needs stabby
As
things.
a cleric, I would
I don't
know
mean that in
that
disrespect.
a statue of a god shouldn't have anything in it. Like, you know, the builders
Like
of
eggs.
Dionysus statue wouldn't want anything in their statue to, you know, depurify it. So maybe by bringing this up to light to the clerics of Dionysus, they will remove the book.
But what
No.
if they don't let me have it? It's mine.
No, here's another
This
thought.
book is mine now, they say?
Here's a
Something
thought.
like that.
What if that book was discovered in the time that you lost your
Yeah,
memory
what if
to
it's
now,
not there anymore?
and it's not there anymore?
As a
Do you
cleric,
believe
as
in
a-
like intuition?
Not really.
Okay, well,
Wizard's
let me
intuition.
let me put it this way: it's a gut feeling that it's still there.
If there is any kind of help to that, if you
I
build a
think
statue of
telling
a
him it's a
god,
terrible
most
idea.
of the time, unless it's broken by some means of disaster, most of the, yeah,
Well,
most of the time you don't touch the statue again, other than to do minor repairs.
again, when it was first getting erected, a worker could have stumbled upon. Could have stumbled upon it just by happenstance. Good.
When I had the dream. Do you remember a long time ago when we first found that little hideaway teleportation circle?
No.
He wasn't
In
there
the-
with us.
Oh no, okay. I tell the story of when we went to this the thing, the blah, the blah.
Yeah, hold on,
we
you
found
do
this
it.
little. I had this dream.
Blech.
I went there. You know the thing that I told him that I could help him find his eggs with? I casted that. It's there.
You remember when we were going around the circle talking about what we wanted to do with our character?
This would have been
This would have been
What
a good
part of
pers-
I want to go to Bard's Gate did that not does this not imply?
the
They say
reason
we don't want to go there
fucking
now, so now
why.
I'm really
I will
getting into
say-
why I
I will
want to go.
say he
The
did
reason
mention,
why.
like 2 or 3 times, wanting to get something from Bard's Gate.
Oh yeah,
We're just going into more detail now.
yeah.
Yeah. Like, Steve, it's like me saying I want to go to Bangkok. You immediately want to know why when somebody makes that statement.
Yeah, but we accidentally stumbled into an entire nest of little questions that we have.
So
No, only you.
Maybe if you tell them a little bit more about what's going
No,
on.
no, that's a terrible idea because I feel like the more you
told him
tell,
enough.
the more I'm going to have to drop Grendier on his head when he attacks you.
here's the thing.
Yeah, here's a
Well, no,
party
no,
member.
hold
I
on.
wouldn't
He did
attack him
say-
unless,
Unless you
I'm
can
an
have that
evil,
as
lawful,
alignment or the
evil
deity he
character.
worships.
like I said, because positive energy affects you, you know, positively.
He's not undead. That's all you know from that.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean he's not evil.
Would
It's
I
just
attack
like
an
that.
evil creature though? Like just immediately?
Yeah.
If
you
you are
would.
lawful
When did he
evil
become a
and he is lawful, if he's
Well, I'm
a
asking
person,
just
you're
in
lawful.
When you were
general.
born.
Do I not cut
Any
if you?
evil
Do I not?
creature.
Do I not bleed if you cut me?
No, they
Actually,
my own
it's
blood.
prick, but yeah.
I'm asking
No,
the DM.
you
Oh,
would
there
you
it
would
is.
press him for conversion under what's that spell called?
Reconciliation.
No.
Repentance?
Dominate person?
Yeah, I know the one though.
Something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
I think it starts with a C.
Conscription.
No.
Cooking?
Consecration.
No.
Condom.
Conversion.
No.
It's the one where you say, yeah, I'm really
I think
sorry
that's
about all my
okay, but-
sins.
You
I'm
run.
totally
Confession.
gonna work
Confession.
Yeah.
It's just
That's-
no.
that's
That's
a
not
box
the.
that you
That's
talk
not the
in.
spell.
No, no.
What
it
is
still does
Tyr's view of Dionysus?
Conflagration.
What's Tyr's view?
Because Dionysus is a neutral god.
Atonement.
Atone.
That one.
Yeah.
That doesn't even have a C in it,
I
Dylan!
didn't
fucking
think it
jerk.
has a C
He was
in it.
thinking of
Yeah,
C for
jerk.
cleric.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
cleric spell.
Yeah,
So-
yeah. He would be pressed to cast atonement on.
Starts with C about Dylan
Alec.
right now.
But you wouldn't just outright kill him unless you wanted to. In which case you could. and
No,
do
he's
so
a party
without-
member. We've been through things. I've saved his life twice already, so you know.
So it sounds
I
a
have
lot
s-
like atonement.
I have a little
Atonement
bit,
it is.
a little bit
Well,
of
I mean-
insurance on
You
this.
don't have
and-
to
Live your
say
best
anything
life,
you
queen.
don't want to.
He's invested in this as a pet project.
Yeah.
To save the soul.
Just live your best life. I'm not telling him anything about
Look,
it.
Alec,
I said what I wanted to say.
I know you wanna
I
go to
told him
Bard's
how
Gate.
I don't feel comfortable about doing it.
And and I said, as a party member, I will
I'm
not
not
press
lying.
you about what god you may
Yet.
or no. I know you're worshiping one, but who you're worshiping is none of my business at the moment.
But who I don't worship is your concern. Immediately.
It's because you're a
I've pressed
drow.
him with the good Lord Tyr's word before.
Those are double standards.
That is double standard.
It's
You
because
declare
you're
well,
well.
you see, this is a
Certain kind of
human
girls.
creature of high standing, and that's a drow.
I'm a white
That's a
human
dwarf.
creature.
A drow noble.
Yeah, but that's a dwarf. A drow noble, that's like 2/3 of an hour.
Well, that would be a lower.
No,
I think we may have
stand
to
out
cut
in the
that.
underdog.
I am.
You can't
Really?
do that.
Actually.
All
Because
that?
dwarves
I
hate
will say-
drow.
Yeah, I
Oh,
don't
because he
know
said
once,
I'm a
so you
white
probably
human.
assume.
Oh yeah,
No,
we got to
yeah,
cut
we're
that
gonna-
out.
I'm not
We're
saying.
gonna have to at least bleep it. We need to get a bleep button.
What?
Nothing.
you said
We're not
because-
gonna repeat it again.
Yeah.
It's enough
Yeah.
editing needs
I'll
to be
go
done.
ahead and I'll
Say,
just take a
on the
drink
whole,
right now.
Trying to I tried to talk to the
I
wolf to
apologize.
get it to follow
It was
the
because
Lord
I'm like,
Tyr's
well,
word.
because he sees
I'm
you as
trying to tell
2/3 of a regular
everyone
person,
this.
and then there was a
Yeah.
statement made after. Yeah.
Just happened to ask
they
about
heard.
it.
My
I was
fault
like,
for going down the route.
Hello. Do you want to hear a story about Tyr?
No,
All right.
I'm good.
Question: What's Tyr's take on Dionysus?
He died once.
Okay. Good. Yes.
He
Okay,
died
good.
once.
Yes,
And
that's what
his
Di-
pantheon actually went to Bahamut. And Bahamut took over the entire pantheon. And then Tyr came back and got it back.
How do you get
So
So-
what in the game?
So in game, Dionysus I think is chaotic neutral. So
yeah.
they don't agree on the whole
But
law
Dionysus is a
chaotic
partier
thing,
guy.
but he's not evil.
He throws
so.
those bitches.
I'm
parties all
chaotic
God's good
neutral.
shit.
Is there a good magic deity?
Yes.
Yeah, a bunch.
It's not Hecate.
Me?
Throw
know.
a stick. Throw a stick.
And
in
would
this
I know
pile
it?
of mud.
Yeah.
I don't listen.
I would. Good to
There
know.
you
I
go.
know.
You're surrounded.
If we're not selling the sword, we're not
Just
going to
tell me
Bard's
what
Gate
you
right
think.
now because it's out of the way.
I mean,
But I promise you,
through my back.
right after we take that
I'm
fortress,
dropping
We're
the-
not
I will
going
go
to
with
Bard's
you
Gate.
to Bard's Gate,
Yeah.
and we will get you your book.
No, it's fine.
Follow to,
And I'll also put that in that plan.
except
Ooh.
Tyr wants me.
Well, he's not good, but he is just true neutral.
Well, I'm chaotic.
I guess that's Jambor.
Jambor?
Yeah.
Okay. You gonna switch to Jamboard?
No. I'm not switching anyway.
That's right.
Good.
I just need to know what
Oh, that's a level 9 spell in this game?
You could always tell
Yeah,
what I was
totally.
gonna tell him.
No,
This
teleportation
is my
circle.
Oh yeah.
I was saying,
You're
'cause it-
thinking about teleportation greater.
Fair enough.
yeah,
without
could,
air.
Could he use teleport to teleport into a circle that he knows about?
No.
Okay,
Teleportation
Dagger.
circle just links 2 points.
I can make a dagger.
gotcha. Because I know in D&D that you can
So
actually
there
do
you
that.
go. Just make it appear in his abdomen already.
Otherwise, he'd have one he could teleport to and then potentially get back.
You have to make a city, a teleport circle in every city. and
There's,
then-
I have a teleportation circle that I have written down that's in the city right now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like getting
but
back
then-
would be the hard part.
But then
That's
you'd
the
have,
hard part.
then every other city you visit, you have to make a teleportation there for each other city to make it a network.
And
Oh,
the-
eventually, it'll get there.
granted, I just referenced the app, which we know is
Not the greatest.
not the
Wonderful.
greatest.
Shaky at best.
But if the teleportation circle spell description is what it is, you'd have to have a level 9 spell slot to get to that circle.
Wow.
Yeah.
There.
Because it's
And-
permanent.
Now, granted, there could be other spells in the list I gave you that you could maybe use to go there and maybe get back. So I'd later
I'll
on
go
you should
through.
look through that.
I'll go through.
But back to the thing at hand. If we're not going to sell the sword, as much as I'd love to go restock on
We
stuff,
need it.
To the fortress.
we're not going to go back to Bard's Gate for now.
Yeah.
But it's 2 months out of the journey.
It is.
Because it might be one of those magical MacGuffins.
There
Yeah.
might be something to
DM.
find in.
Faring up to the
No,
north.
no, trust me, we're gonna go. I
How long
don't
is
want
that?
to, but
Are you
I'm not
going
gonna
by
go back
land or are you
alone.
going by sea?
Yeah.
We go by sea to the island.
There's
What?
once we get there.
And the coast.
We can find.
Oh no, Steven's totally all about skipping Bard's Gate.
As long as we're near the
Going
coast, I'm
there.
fine.
Alec is butt.
And I
all
haven't
over it.
pissed off over
But I don't give a fuck.
I broke
Still
no
going on
promise.
Well,
It's just the bounty hunter's a little bitch who's going to be taking down
So
the
it would
circle.
take you 12 days to get to this coastal landing here.
That's fast.
And then from there, as long as you can follow the mountains to the northwest and then regroup with the main road, I'll say if you were to make the majority of, or at least 50% by sea, it would take you about a month. The
Take
bulk
the
of
river
which, huh?
Could we take the river up?
The river? You could, yes, follow the river up to the crossing here and then go northeast.
Would
Uh,
that save us time?
It would save you survival checks for having to navigate.
Now,
If you're following the major landmark.
Okay. I mean,
Can we
technically,
buy
just go on
barges
horse
maybe
and
to
follow
also
the river on
navigate the
foot.
river? It's big enough to be on the map.
Don't you guys?
If you
have
were
a
to go
compass?
by land, it would take you 2 months.
Well, we don't
So
have
we'd
that.
save a
Because
month,
this,
basically.
you're spending probably a couple weeks going out this way, and
Yeah,
then a
to
couple
then
weeks
follow the
going
main
out this
road.
way, and then mainly getting through the Starcrag foothills will be difficult because the road isn't necessarily flat.
Yeah. Not to mention what we'd encounter on the way that way, and I mean we're circumventing a lot of potential problems
Do you think
to
the
get
oceans
on
are
that journey to
salty?
get up to the city of the Amazons.
Yep.
Which, granted, we skipped through a
No.
lot of stuff,
You know?
Sweet.
but we have a straight shot journey, which gives us less time to prepare on the way.
Yes, and on our way, if
And my resources are pretty thin, so
we'll regroup then at the Amazon City.
If you go by sea, your only place of recuperation is mainly Goo Island and then up to Pathalassos. If you follow the road, you really only have 2 points to resupply, and both of those are actually fairly close. There's Carter's Ferry, one of them's Glavier.
Yeah, there we go.
Do those places have the
But
things
Glavier
that we
was
need?
south of Canton.
Huh?
Oh no, it's on the
It's
way.
on the main road. Yeah,
Gotcha.
Elise is south of Canton Lake. Glavier is on the main road.
Gotcha.
Do those places have the things that we need?
You can find the things that you need here in Canton Lake.
Everything's in Glavier.
Yeah, but it's only 1,000.
Yeah.
Here's the thing: if I could sell my reserves of Troll's Blood, I could get the materials I need to prepare for the journey or for the fortress. But this town is not going to have. I'm not going to get the money back.
Well, now my knowledge, Chris, how long does Troy
You're gonna have to go to
I'm
Barnes
running
Gate
near
for
the
that.
end of the keeping it stable and before it regrows.
Well, then we need to sell it first.
I do. That's why I was timing to Bard's Gate, but since we're not doing it now. Of what I know in Glavier, could I
So-
sell the Troll's Blood for more money in Glavier on the way? If we went
Probably
left?
not.
Probably not.
So if we want to save you, we need to go to Bard's Gate
At some point.
to sell the shit to get
No,
the things
it's-
to save you.
No, not
No.
to save them. Just
This is, it basically, if I could sell it for enough, I could get enough money to do a proper preparation for the fortress. Otherwise, I'm going to be pretty much burning through my extracts, my daily usage, to make some more items.
you're fairly certain that with the rumors you get from Apothalassos, you'd be able to sell them for quite a bit there.
It only takes a month to get up there.
Yeah, if you go by sea.
Yeah.
Be cutting it close, but I could do it. If need be, I destroy them before they grow.
Just throw 'em in the water.
So,
Make sea trolls.
sea troll? Does that work that way?
Mm-hmm.
Of course. No. Yeah, no. I'd say
Ocean works.
we go up there. I can make do there.
6, 12, 4, 8, 20. Yeah, to get if you go by sea, traveling at 20, 25 miles a day, with the beasts of burden, you'd be able to get from Canton Light to Apothalassos in 32 days.
Cutting it close, but I could still have time to sell and maybe get us some resources, which I'd be willing to share with the party, of course.
Or we could just like cast
Yeah.
remove fatigue on the
I
boats
vote
and
by
go
sea.
twice speed.
Always by sea.
How about by sea?
Yeah, no, I'm fine with going up the coast. Like I said, I've
Yeah, in the same
But we
amount
need to
of
get
time,
party
if you were to
consensus.
follow
We
the
don't-
main road,
Yep.
you
Can't
would
just
be
say,
able
oh,
to
we're
get
going by
to
sea, and
cheaper.
it's automatically that.
Yeah,
so
go
let's travel
sea.
by sea.
Yep.
Alright, so we're on sea voyage.
Anybody against going by sea?
Alright,
no for dwarves,
So-
yay for kobolds.
Wait,
yeah. So, let's do the council way.
I am a little against going by sea.
Why?
Why?
Does the water make you nervous?
No. Isn't there a waterbound bounty hunter?
Yeah,
you
but
don't know about that.
no, I would have mentioned it.
Damn it!
Actually, no, here's the thing about that. I've made no promise with who he represents. I've broken no promise. Yes, he has marked me, but if he really wanted to kill me or take me, he would have done so when we lost one of our allies. It's more of I'm on a list. He's on my list. One day we'll resolve that. That's not today.
I feel like it might be soon if we go in the water.
It could be, but if that's the case, he would have come across through a river and been a problem.
Well,
We've
if that
crossed
were
the-
the case, they're going to get him eventually.
Exactly.
Because you can't avoid water for the rest of your life.
Yep. I'll get some water in my glass. Oh God! Blood tide in the water.
So,
in the
group
cup.
vote kobold for yay by sea, dwarf for nay. Kobold? Kobold.
So yes, that's what we'll do on that journey.
That's,
All right, so
that's
next
picked
week,
up harder than I thought it would.
Next week we'll pick
go to
up
Bard's
with
Gate.
the sea travel up here to the river,
on your trip to Apophthalasos.
And during that time, we'll try the remove disease.
Yep.
Crap, we
Alright.
should have got Dramamine.
Okay.
All right, and cut.